This is Bimbo Barbarella, and this is June 4th at 8 o'clock or thereof. Um, and this is the College of Rock Knowledge live music show. Let me just finish putting this in. As always, I'm unprepared. Hello, Jen. How you doing? Let me put in the link. I know I fixed it. Hello, Mr. Mark. How are you, sir? There's the link. Let me also get onto YouTube. Okay, can everybody hear me okay? Hello, Miss Addie. I posted the link, Miss Addie, for our live show. So hopefully you can come up and participate.
Hello.
And can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
How's our volume?
Good. Okay. Yeah, because I was having trouble with my speakers all day for some reason, and then I finally fixed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit it with a hammer.
It was hammer time.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, without the parachute pants. Yeah, because looks like Mark is going to come in, and I believe Miss Addie's going to come in. Here's Miss Addie. Hello, dear. How are you? You're always welcome, and you have your 12 live albums, Addie.
Yes, I do.
Okay, very
Hi,
good.
everyone.
Hey,
Hello.
Addie. How's it going?
How's our volume? Can you hear us okay?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
How about
Can
you,
you
Addie?
hear Addie?
Yep, I can hear you guys great.
Okay, great.
Good. Yeah.
Hey, Just John. Hi. Is it IPMO project?
Yeah. Okay. Because Itmo's been on before, but I don't know how to pronounce it either. So.
I think IPMO.
Okay.
Is Mark coming on?
Yeah. I saw him in the chat there.
Yeah, I'm going to send out a tweet.
I did earlier.
Yeah, I'm going to send one out for
Okay.
my followers.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I know that Tish, she'll always put one up.
Yeah, I didn't realize you could change the channel, the title after you go live. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, how was your guys' weekend?
Busy. That stuff moved. We moved objects around in the house quite a bit today.
A lot. Back and forth, and back.
Yeah, and I did a bunch of work in my backyard because I've been so lackadaisical and just. But it was so nice because it poured all this morning,
Mhm.
and then like at 11 o'clock, just the clouds they like magically parted, and the sun came out.
Outstanding.
Oh well, thank you. Really enjoy the Jet Hotel show. Well, thank you. See, and that's nice, because all of us who do that, um, and Chris and Jen know, and Addie was even there. We actually put in a lot of homework doing that. So,
Funny, I happen to have my Jethro Tull notes from that session here on the desk too. So
okay,
times.
yeah, Chris, because you've seen my book with everything.
Mhm. Right. You can bring it closer to the middle of the screen there. Oh yeah, there you go.
See,
Yeah.
and you're even listed as a professor there, Addie.
I am,
Honored.
yes.
Better than being verklempt.
Exactly.
Well, Addie, do we want to? We can let you start.
Mark's coming up.
Oh, Mark's coming in. Oh, okay,
You
good. Good.
think?
Yeah. Okay. Here he is.
He's in the hallway.
Okay.
Yes. Mr. Mark, sir, how are you? Okay, because he's up, so.
Black
So-
screen. It's crazy how it keeps resizing the screens. I mean, like if you have 2 people, we're squished in tight. The 3 people, it expands. There's 4 people now. We're like squished tight again.
I mean, because I can change on this restream, I can change stream sizes all the time.
Mm-hmm. Well,
He
yeah,
has
if we
the
could do
power.
it like all 4 of us equal, that would be ideal. Like in a sort of.
It doesn't
wide.
have what it doesn't have 1 for 4. Believe it or not, it's got 3. It's got 2, 3, and then it's got this one here. And there's Mark.
Okay.
So I'll just leave it like this.
Okay.
Hello, Mark. How are you, sir? Have you got your 12 live? And I don't think he can hear us.
Sometimes there's a delay.
Yeah, and Daddy, I've seen you on a couple of streams lately.
Yeah, I'm a little slut on the internet sometimes.
Hello.
Little slut. I was gonna say you were causing a ruckus, but if you want to go with little slut, that's fine.
Yes.
Little. That's
There you
where
go.
it's being kind,
Yes.
right?
And now
She's
before
giving herself some mercy.
And now, before we start our live show, I just want to show everybody something. And everybody knows what's been going on with the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard kind of thing. And a lot of people, they were amazed that Johnny Depp could actually play guitar. This is the band that he's in called the Hollywood Vampires. And this is their second CD. And I think there's some pictures of him in here.
He is an amazing musician.
Yeah, because on this thing he does the song "Heroes" by David Bowie. Yeah, okay. See, here he is, and the other main 3 in this band are Alice Cooper, Joe Perry, and Johnny's there in the middle.
Mhm.
And every now and then Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
every now and then, what's his name? Steven Tyler.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me
There are
okay?
a lot of videos on YouTube.
Oh yes, Mark.
Yeah. Coming in
Oh,
loud
yeah,
and clear.
very well.
Jen, so
Oh,
what were you
okay,
saying?
great.
I was saying there are a lot of videos of him on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
A lot of covers of variations of Heroes.
Yeah.
And singing that one. Yeah.
Okay, because I, as always, have my CDs and albums. Some of them I could not find, and I know I have them, but you'll see my entire list, my whole cabinet of CDs and how poorly it is organized. And you'll be amazed that I can find what I can. Okay, so here's how we are going to start. We're going to start with Mr. Chris, Miss Jen, who do I have listed? Addie, Mark, and then myself. And I do want to make a preface. It can be any sort of live album, but it can't be a live album that, say, has like 2 discs. One is live and one is studio. Because I do have, and the one that immediately came to mind when I was thinking about this was Pink Floyd, Uma Guma. Because one album is live, the other is all studio. See, now that won't count because that's not a live album.
I don't think any of mine have a combination of studio and live. I think all mine are all live.
I don't think mine do either.
And because I got a good response from that interview with my Australian friend Pansy yesterday, I'm having a Foster's in her name.
Excellent.
That was
That's
great.
great.
I'll think of that.
I have a Labatt's for the Canucks.
Wait, no, but you know what I want
Cheers.
to drink first? Yes,
Cheers.
but you know what I want to drink first? And it is very, very, very hard to find. It is real Coors. Real Coors. Not the Coors Light crap that tastes like beer-flavored water. This is real Coors.
The hardcore cores.
Well, regular, normal tasting beer Coors, but it tastes like beer. It doesn't taste like I said, like beer-flavored water.
I never knew Coors had a Coors.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
That was the original one that they bootlegged.
Yeah.
I think in Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, Addie, because that was true for a long time. You could not buy Coors east of the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had some bootleg in my youth.
well, growing up in Georgia, it's only been the last, say, 20 years that you could get a Yingling from the grocery store. I mean, it's a northeastern beer. It's been there forever. It's one of the oldest breweries in America.
Pennsylvania.
But it never had a presence down south until 20 odd years ago.
If we
But
ever
Yingling's great beer.
if we ever get down to Tampa, I'll show you the brewery there. It is giant, and you can actually take tours now again, which is good because before you couldn't. I don't know, but we might. Yeah, I was reading we might be getting checks again, some $800 checks again, to combat the monkeypox.
Yeah.
They want to send me a check for $800 for monkeypox.
Monkeypox check. Perfect.
When you get it, I'll be a believer.
Yes, and hello, and hello, Virginia. Yes, Yinglings is the oldest American brewery.
Yeah.
Because I remember growing up, there was a lot more like small local kind of breweries, things like Schmidt's and Slits and Wrangles and
Tops.
I never heard of
Yep.
Tops.
My mother liked that one.
And I remember something called Matt's, and they would have these Matt's beer balls, and there were these round things that came in a box, and you would put ice in the box, and they were real big on campus in Tallahassee. And now I want to know what marketing person said, let's promote this at the colleges.
Now, Pansy, you might remember this. My mom's favorite beer was White Label.
Yes. Oh, yeah. White Label. Yeah.
That was only like a step up from PBR.
Yeah. And White Label, and there's a beer called Carling too. And really you can still buy White Label and Carling in Australia. And I do know that.
Wow.
And I do know that, talking to my friend last night.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, because our talk is a lot longer than that's, but I had to edit, things together just for the wrestling. Yes, Mark.
I'm just gonna change devices. I'll be 3.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hi, Miss Missy and
Hello, hot mess. How are you?
Virginia. So.
Okay, so let us begin this dog and pony show. Chris, you will lead us off, sir, and we're doing 12, correct?
Yes, we're doing 12.
Okay, so.
All right, my number 12 is from the Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense.
Okay.
That was mine too.
Oh, we're on the same wavelength then. Awesome. That concert film had that trademark big suit with David Byrne.
Right.
A lot of his greatest hits, Psycho Killer, Burning Down the House, Once in a Lifetime, Take Me to the River. It's just incredibly solid all the way through. Mm-hmm. Very well received critically. One of the best live albums of the 1980s, to be sure.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, that's a good choice. No, Addie, and is that your number 12 too?
Exactly. Yep. My number.
Okay. So
what drew you to that album?
Yeah. Addie, what did you like best about that album?
It was just the energy, the songs. I mean, that was one of the. I don't know, like for David Byrne, it just in the videos had an influence on me too. But hearing the live album to me blew the videos away because I didn't have the visuals to distract me.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe Mr. Mark got his device fixed. Hello, sir.
Everything's under control.
Good.
It's my turn to fly.
Okay.
Oh yeah. There you
Okay.
go.
Okay. So Hot Mess and Matt 4 says no doubt from. Oh yeah, because Matt's I think was from. Oh, they were from the Northeast, I think, right? Oh, the Matt's beer balls. Oh, Genesee Brewery. Yes, I remember drinking Genesee too. But then again, Matt, I started drinking when I was 5 years old. So.
We've got a lot of drinking to do to catch up.
That's a lot of drinking under the bridge.
Yeah, with all the trolls and the gnomes and the. Okay, Jen, you're number 12.
My number 12, and I hope it counts. Johnny Cash in Folsom Prison.
Of course it counts.
Good.
That's actually good. I like that.
Yeah, that's on my list too.
Wow. Good.
But higher up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
See, we have great taste.
Yep.
That or else you called each other and cheated.
No, we're going to spend this whole episode just sort of patting ourselves on the back for how wise and insightful we are. This is great.
Folsom Prison.
Okay, Mark, what's your number 12?
Mark, you're number 12, sir.
My number 12 is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young did a live album, and it was called Four-Way Street.
Yep.
It was. I don't know if you've all heard it, but I listened to it in its entirety the other day, and again, I re-enjoyed it very much. I forgot what a great album that is.
Great harmonies.
I know of it. I've never heard it. I wasn't a big CSNY fan. I like Neil Young, and one thing that I didn't put on here was like his Rust Never Sleeps album, just just because I was running out of things.
That's in my honorable mention, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so my
I
number.
never. Oh.
What?
No, I was just going to say I was never a fan of Neil Young until somebody bought tickets to a Neil Young concert, and we got to see it in Madison Square Garden, and it
Oh,
was
wow.
one of the best concerts I ever saw in my life, and I became a fan after that.
Especially when he plays with Crazy Horse, he really rocks.
Yep.
He really rocks.
Wow.
Yeah, great artist.
Okay,
And-
now I'm mute.
And so Virginia says, I used to hitchhike 25 miles to Manhasset to see great growing up.
Girlfriend.
Okay, my number 12 is by a band sure none of you have heard before. Well, actually, this is his solo stuff. His name is Jorn. And he is from Norway. And
His name is Bjorn?
no, Jorn, Jorn.
Oh, okay.
And he's played with a band called Master Plan. He's actually played with Trans-Siberian Orchestra. He's played with a band called Avantasia. And what this kind of music is, this is like that symphonic kind of rock, the big bombastic kind of, it's not real heavy metal. It's very heavy music, but it's not like the dark, heavy metal kind of stuff. It's just
Big bombastic.
yeah, yes, it's very bombastic. It's very very powerful music, and you can and that's like a lot of Scandinavian music is like that. It's like that symphonic rock because because also they'll put in like strings and stuff in it as well.
Right, beautiful.
And that is Jorn.
Cool.
Jorn.
Okay, Chris, you're number 11.
My number 11 is from Led Zeppelin, How the West Was Won.
I've never heard that.
Oh, it's a fantastic album. See, it was published in 2003, but they're from recordings from 1972 performances in California.
Right.
It was at a point in the band where they kind of reached an artistic peak, according to Jimmy Page anyway. It had 18 killer tracks on it. Amazing album, amazing live. That's the best non-bootleg live album from Led Zeppelin.
Okay, so what albums does it cover though? What, like 1 through 3, 1 through 4?
Yeah, that would have been, yeah, absolutely, because it was recorded in 72, so it would have been their earlier material.
But is it a bootleg or is it an actual album you can buy in the store?
It's a legitimate album. It was just released many years after the concerts were made.
Hello, Mr. Bopak. How are you, sir? We're discussing our 12 live albums. And Hot Mess Missy, what is one of your favorites live albums of all time? And then after that, I want to hear from Virginia Woolf. Missy, so which one of your favorites live albums of all time?
Robert Moses? Not sure who that is.
I never know. Okay, so Virginia, what is one of your favorite live albums of all time? And it can be any genre. I don't care. It can be country and western. Or it can even be, the Partridge Family or
The Monkees.
Or the Monkees, yeah. Wait, okay, don't say Monkees because then Carlos Martinez will come up.
Oh,
I was saying to Jen earlier today that you should troll Carlos Martinez by having 5 or 6 questions in trivia and have all of the questions actually with the correct answer of the monkeys.
Oh, I can do that very easily. Oh
You'd
no.
be overjoyed.
Oh no, actually they're talking about a state park, Robert Moses. No.
Okay.
Okay. So Virginia Woolf said Grateful Dead, Live Dead. Yeah. Now I'm not a Grateful Dead song by any means, but that I can listen to. That I honestly can listen to.
There are some musicians named Bob Moses.
Oh,
They've
okay.
done life at the Griffith Observatory.
Okay, but Hot Miss Missy says that I don't have a favorite. I don't like live albums. Sorry.
It was
All
a
right.
long show for you tonight.
All right,
That's a
Hot
bit
Mess.
of a party pooper, Missy.
Okay, Hot Mess. Well, then I'll send you a copy of my album, because my album's all live stuff. And if you don't know what my album looks like, this is it. And this is a real live actual album. This is a real live actual album.
Good.
So, Jen.
Wow.
My number 14 is
You're
Jimmy.
11.
I messed up again. I thought we were doing 15.
Yeah, it started as 15.
That's
I
what
Then
I
it was
thought.
down to 10. Then it was up to 12.
Yeah.
So
I will forever do this, but my number 12 is Nirvana, then Unplugged. My number 11 is Aerosmith Live Bootleg.
Okay.
okay.
The same as yours, right? 11 Bootleg.
No. How the West Was Run was a legitimate album.
Once again, the historian might be very good at history, but you don't want her doing your damn taxes.
Never. Hey, but I can convert degrees, minutes, second into Latin long.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to in my old days.
I'll let Lord Google take care of that for me.
Yeah, really. Yeah, Aerosmith, and so yeah, and I swear to God, because I was thinking about this yesterday, because I was outside working in the yard, and I was playing Aerosmith album called Draw the Line, which is one of my favorite ones, and you never hear that on the radio. You hear the same 3 songs all the frickin' time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Permanent Vacation, 24/7 rotation.
Yeah.
That's a great album, but yeah, I mean they did more. They did more than that.
Yeah.
One album. So.
Yeah. I mean, there's more than Sweet Emotion, Walk This Way, and Dude Looks Like a Lady. Yeah. There's more songs than that. Okay, Addie, you're number 11, dear.
I don't know if it counts, but it was Frampton Comes Alive. I don't know if they did a regular album of that, but
that most certainly counts.
Yeah, that's the most
It's a little
epic
higher on
album
my
ever.
list, but it's a fantastic album.
Yeah.
And Virginia Woolf says MC5's Kick Out the Jams.
There you go.
That's a great.
And you know what? That is one of the rare occasions where a band's first album is a live album.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
That's only happened a couple of times in history, where a band's first album is a live album.
MC5, they don't get the credit they deserve. It's
hell no!
Prototypical punk band. They were kind of way ahead of that style, and and they left their mark. But no, they didn't get the critical success. So they didn't get the financial success.
I don't know if they were. See, because they had a lot of good crunching guitar. Okay, they were better musicians than most punk musicians were.
Right.
So,
but they did kind of have a proto-punk style, which the other artists really drew from. So.
Right. Okay, so Mark, you're in number 11.
With Bob Seger's Live Bullet album.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
That's going to be in everybody's collection of live
Ah,
albums, I think.
It is on mine.
It's quite a
It's
popular
Yeah.
one.
It's a
not.
monster.
It's not on mine because again, I overdo everything, and I had like 35 albums that I had to cut down to 12.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And what's your number 11?
Hold on, I gotta write down Mark. Okay, now this is a very polarizing band.
Okay.
You
How
either
about?
love this band or hate this band. It is called Now It Can Be Told by the one and only Devo.
I didn't know Devo had a live album.
Yes, they do.
Amazing.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Because what they had done is they had kind of like faded into oblivion, and then they came back, and it's like a little bit acoustic, but they play all their good songs like Jocko Homo, Mongoloid, Working in a Coal Mine, Girl You Want, Whip It, Can't Get No Satisfaction.
I can't get me no.
Satisfaction. So, and this is really good. It's really, really good.
Cool. Yeah.
So, Cheap Trick at Budokan, yes, that was one of
Classic.
the 30. Yeah, Virginia, that's one of the 30 that I had listed.
It's on my list too.
Yes, and everybody watching in YouTube, oh, okay, give me a thumbs up, because the more thumbs up I get, the more, I don't know what happens when you get thumbs up. I don't know.
I don't know either.
You
And-
can watch your Baltimore rhythms.
And so Kathy says, oh, see, now here's another one who I forgot all about him. But she says, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Texas Flood Live. And I do have quite a bit of Stevie Ray material. I just forgot all about him. Good call.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Good
I just
call
watched
there,
the
Kathy.
documentary on him and
Yeah.
his brother and
Okay, yeah, because his brother Jimmy, they were in a band called the Fabulous Thunderbirds.
Yep.
Mhm.
And then they
Okay.
did an album together called Family Style, I think.
Something like that, yeah.
It's amazing. Stevie Ray Vaughan dies in a helicopter crash. We can't get Bon Jovi into a helicopter. I mean, okay. Hey, there's a hairdresser in there. Go ahead. You got to get your hair done. Didn't happen. Damn it.
Or else, Bon Jovi, watch out for that steamroller coming at you. What? Steamroller. Okay, so Chris, you're number 10.
My number 10 is from Lou Reed, 1974.
I know exactly what one it is.
Rock and Roll Animal.
Oh,
That's-
my God.
That is such a monster. The album marked sort of a return of Lou Reed as an artist. He had his career had been flagging at that point. The addition of guitarists Dick Wagner and Steve Hunter are just golden on this album. They transform
Oh,
Sweet
God.
Jane into an anthem. That
It- oh,
long
my-
intro.
It killed. That song rocked. And I remember when that song came out. And like I said, my mother, she was a musician, and she really didn't like any kind of songs. But I remember her saying, "Can you play something else besides that one song?"
Well,
Sounds
White
like my
Light
mom.
Baby.
Don't you boys know any nice music?
Right.
yeah.
He should have played her Heroin after that. That would have made quite the
yeah,
impression.
Yeah.
But no, that's a monster album. Great triumphal return and great twin guitar attack from Wagner and Hunter.
Okay, Hot Mess
Astounding.
Missy. And so if I don't mind what? There's very little that I mind. just because what's left, is the cerebellum is kind of not working at its optimum usage. So, okay, Jen's turn.
Humble Pie live at the Fillmore. Speaking of Peter Frampton.
Yes.
Nice.
Well,
And did you know that, Eddie? Oh, that Peter Frampton used to play in Humble Pie?
no, I did not. See,
Yeah.
that's why I'm at the College of Knowledge.
Right.
Yes.
I think he was only in like one or two albums.
Yeah, but he was in the live, definitely.
Yeah. Live at
Yeah.
the Fillmore. And where is the Fillmore that they're talking about?
Well,
Is it
there's
the one in
two.
San
Isn't there
Francisco?
one in New York
San
and one in San Francisco?
San Francisco, and there's New
Yes.
York, and
Yeah.
do they have any other Fillmores?
I thought there was one
Okay.
in Athens. I thought there was one in Athens.
They did
Ooh, I
the
don't
Fillmore
think so.
East in New York City.
Yeah,
I
New
think
York
there's one
City.
in Toronto.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there is, in fact. I'm going to have to look that up again.
Chat about Paul Butterfield. Wow.
Mm.
Step off this for a little bit. Now, who in the panel here knows who Paul Butterfield is?
I know
Oh,
the name. It's been a
Butterfield.
long time since I heard it.
He was the leader of the Paul Butterfield Blues Band.
Yeah,
Early to mid '60s British blues rocker. Very influential. He died young.
Yeah.
They were on the same par as like the Yardbirds and stuff, and yeah, they
We
were.
used to play with that guitarist all the time. It's on the tip of my tongue.
John Mayo is still alive.
John Mayo, yeah. John
Yeah,
Mayo.
he was with the Blues
Breakers.
Breakers, and I think he's in his mid 80s now, but he's still out there.
Yeah.
And he's still
I
probably
wasn't thinking
playing.
of John Mayo, although he
He's
was
still
a
probably
great
playing.
guitar player.
hmm
Mhm.
Room to Move is a great song, and that was on a live album that I couldn't quite pull the trigger on, but it's yeah, Mayo's awesome. As was Paul Butterfield.
Yeah. He was a great on that harp, man. I play
Yeah.
harps, and I know how tough it can be.
Mhm.
Wow, I'm impressed, Mark.
I feel like I'm way out of my league here
You're not. No, you're not.
Why would you say that?
because you guys know so much, and
Ah.
I'm just amazed.
Well,
There's a lot you know, though, Addie, that I don't know. So
well,
I
Addie,
mean, you
and
surprised me.
No
Addie-
reason to feel like that, Addie.
and figured that the four of our lives are so meaningless that we have
But I actually like being the dumb one because I learned so much. If you go into a group and you're like, oh, no, it's a waste of time for me. I love to learn.
Yeah, but you're probably like me. When I'm around a big group, I am quiet because I'm listening to everything.
Yep, exactly. I just sit
Yeah.
back and listen,
Yeah.
observe.
Absorb.
And this is the God's honest truth. And I always have to preface that when I'm really telling the truth, because other times I get accused of making shit up.
Who, you?
Which I never do.
No.
Oh, okay. But I was a member of Mensa. And,
Wow.
Ooh.
and so I used to go to the meetings, and it was the most incredible waste of my time because it was just smart people talking to each other, trying to prove how smart they were. And so then I always, hunt out some guy or girl who looked like they were just as bored as me. And I say, oh, you want to go hit the bar? And she says, oh my God, yes, let's go. So,
There you go.
and so Virginia Woolf says that she liked Grand Funk Live. Yes, if anybody
Yeah.
did
Yeah,
that.
there you go.
We
That's
saw
a
them
good
a few
choice.
years ago live.
Over in Florida, yeah.
Yeah, down at Coconut Creek.
So who's still in the band? Mark Farner? That's probably it.
Yeah, pretty much.
God.
Okay, so whose
Definitely
turn
I think
is
there
it?
were two guys.
It's Addie's turn for number 10.
I think there were two
Addie.
guys that were still part of Grand
Yes,
Funk.
Miss Addie, go ahead, dear.
I picked Nirvana Unplugged. I love Nirvana.
I
there's a lot of
it's
artists.
a landmark album too. It was big. It got heavy rotation on MTV. Cuts from that, and yeah, it was very much of its time. Very important live album of the 1990s.
Right, and the fact that they were unplugged and
Mhm.
it's all acoustic.
I am not a Nirvana fan by any stretch of the imagination. However, that's the only one that I've got that one. That's the only one I listen to. But I also have the one with the little baby swimming after the dollar bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I
Oh,
think
but I can't think of the last time that I ever played that.
Mhm.
And
Of
so
course,
Virginia,
Nirvana had a great cover of "The Man Who Sold the World."
yes, they did. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Well, it was a good album.
and I think that's why I bought that, just because of
Mhm.
that. And
Mhm.
Virginia Woolf said the
Is it a
bass
cover?
player, the bass player is still rocking with Grand Funk. He's as
Yeah.
good as me. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's the lead and the bass player were the two that are
Okay.
Well, Mark Farner was the
heads. Yeah,
the
lead
brains of
singer,
that album.
guitarist.
Mark, so you're number 10.
Is I think it's the only live album from Elton John. He did it right back in the beginning. In fact, the date is the title of the album, 11/17/70, and it was back when he was a real powerhouse. He gave it 100%, and it really showed in his writing and in his performance, especially on this album here, when he was young and had lots of energy, I guess, before the drugs kicked in.
I didn't know that was a live album.
Oh, have you ever heard it?
No.
Oh, you should have a listen.
What cuts are on that album?
He does, from his music, he does Take Me to the Pilot, Burn Down the Mission. He does a version of Honky Tonk Woman by the Stones.
Okay.
He does Your Song. He does,
Okay, now your song I've heard before. I know that.
yeah, that's
I
his. I love songs.
I'm not a big Elton John fan either. I don't dislike him like I dislike some other bands who we shouldn't
Yeah.
get into. And if anybody has one of those live bands, listed, you lose a turn. So your next pick is null and void. You lose a turn. And you should
That's
know what
a
those
little
bands
harsh now,
you
isn't
should
it?
know what those bands are by now.
But
Oh,
losing
me?
a turn,
I am not
that's
listening.
hard. What are you drinking, Bimbo? Looks interesting.
Oh.
Shirley Temple? Oh, okay. It
Yeah.
looks red.
Actually, regular Coors is a dark beer. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
it's not dark, but it's not like a like a light lager.
Right. I've had one of those before. They're
Even though
delicious.
it's called
Delicious.
lager, it's not. Okay, so
Your number 10.
my number 10 is I could have done a couple of albums from this guy, but I chose this one because it's a live album, but it's all new songs. It's Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare.
Nice.
Ooh.
And yeah,
That was a good show, you know.
Oh, yeah, because I've seen the first one and I've seen him in concert, God, probably 6 or 7 times.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
I didn't-
I've seen
Because
him
I
many
mentioned
times.
him to you one time, and I didn't think you gave him a favorable
Oh,
response.
oh, no, that must have been something.
Somebody
else.
else?
Yeah. Okay, so Virginia Woolf's and nobody mentioned this on our Tull show was Bursting Out. That was a good live one.
Yep.
Who's
We're
that by
down on
again?
their studio albums.
Oh, by Jethro Tull. Huh?
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but usually when we do shows like that, Virginia, we just do studio albums. We really don't do like greatest hits or live. So, okay, Chris, you're number 9.
My number 9 is from the Grateful Dead, Europe '72. This is I think this is the finest live album they ever created. Jack Straw, China Cat, Sunflower, I Know You, Rider, all of those songs shine on this album. Uh, Hurts Me Too, Truckin', these are all just bona fide classics. Plus, it was the last album with Ron Pigpen McKernan
Oh,
before
really?
he passed.
He died. Wow, he died
Oh,
that
he died
young.
in '70. Yeah, he died that next year.
Oh,
He
He was a percussionist?
yes,
he was a
yeah.
keyboardist.
Keyboardist. Oh,
The
Ron,
guy with the beard?
he had a beard. Some of the members had a beard. Keith Gottschalk died in a car wreck, and they seemed to go through like 2 or 3 different keyboardists.
and then
And that was like a joke in
and then
Spinal
they
Tap.
had
Oh.
and then they had a keyboardist, Vince Welnick, who played with the Tubes, and he
Mhm.
committed suicide. So
Oh,
you
wow.
know,
Wow.
so maybe that's not a good gig to be having, being a keyboardist for the Dead. You know,
No.
Yeah.
that's
You're
not a
right.
good.
On This Is Spinal Tap. Yeah, that was the running gag with
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the keyboardists that kept killing over.
My
Wow.
Okay, my favorite thing from Spinal Tap is we could do a whole show on just how funny that movie is. Is like the
Yeah.
Stonehenges. Is like the
Oh, yeah.
Stonehenges.
It was
11. Could
it
be
was
better than
6
10.
inches instead of 6 feet.
And then so the stage just has it's filled with these like little Stonehenges.
Oh my
This
gosh.
one goes to 11.
So Virginia says that Pigpen played keys and bongos,
Yeah.
and live by the band Kicks. Now they were an '80s band. Who remembers band Kicks?
Only the name, none of the music.
Honestly, yeah, I don't see, because a lot of times, well, I was working for Greyhound at the time, and I was traveling around a lot, so a lot of that's sort of like bands. They all kind of meshed together. They kind of did.
The 80s hair and glam metal pop bands.
Yeah. Okay, so
They're
Jen,
pretty kind of similar to one another.
Jen, you're number 9, sitting there nice and quiet.
My number 9, I'm on Goose Watch. We've had geese in the yard. They like want to go to the garden. My number 9 is Bob Dylan Live 1966.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Really cut. Oh.
I don't think I ever heard that.
Me neither.
And was that the one that he first went acoustic?
Yeah.
First one electric, you mean?
First
Sure.
one electric. Yeah, he would have been acoustic before that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That was the first one that he went electric. Yeah.
Well, there are 2 albums on this one. First one is he's acoustic. The second one is with what later became the band.
Right.
Oh, the
with
Hawks.
with Lee Von Helm and Robbie Robertson and
Mhm.
Right.
else. Okay, so Miss Addie, you're number 9, and you're doing fine, dear. You're number 9.
I had Thin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous.
See, that is classic.
Guys are back in town. Great
Thin
song.
Lizzy, yes.
Yep.
And that's a band that never got their due props either.
No, they
Mhm.
didn't. And I only know of them because there used to be this thing called Columbia House, and they said if you send in a penny, you'd get
Yeah.
the records.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I
Yeah.
ripped the hell out of them, and Thin Lizzy was
So did
one of
I.
the first albums I got from them.
I think everybody our age probably had like 10 different accounts that we never paid. So how the company stayed in business was those couple of suckers who actually did pay.
Yeah.
Yup.
I never did that because I always thought it was like, there was a trick or a scam to it, and
Oh, there is.
I paid full freight for my albums back in the day.
Okay, Mark, you're number 9.
Is Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen.
Yes,
Oh,
good
Oh,
call.
outstanding. Forgot about
It's
that
really
album.
good
That's a great
Often
one.
overlooked, but it's a really interesting album to listen to.
Mhm.
And
It's got some
okay, and
lots
who
of hits
knows?
on there.
And who knows what band Joe Cocker started with?
It wasn't Mad Dogs and Englishmen. Who was it?
No, what band? Oh, did he start with?
Oh, got nothing for this album.
No, I know that's a solo
Right.
album, but what band did he start with?
Oh yeah, they did. It's All Over Now, Baby Blue, didn't they? Oh no,
No.
that was
No,
Van
what?
Morrison.
No. Oh, okay. What band was he first in?
I don't know.
Oh, I've got no idea either. I just thought the historian
I
could
thought he
look it
was
up.
a solo artist. I mean, but
Yeah.
and
Oh.
Mad Dogs was brought in as a backup band. But
Right. Yes.
But
Oh,
if there's ever a good band, this band that made up this particular session, Mad Dogs and Englishmen with
Yes.
Leon Russell.
yes. Yes.
There's all across Bobby Keys on the saxophone.
Okay.
From
Good night,
home.
Mr. Good night, Mr. Bopak. Well, thanks for coming in and at least watching. You know that you're always appreciated here, my friend. And
Later, Bopak.
I just have to mention that Virginia Woolf mentioned this band, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds,
Oh,
called
yeah.
Live Seeds. Have any of you guys ever heard anything that Nick Cave has done?
No.
not me.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, Virginia. And my favorite one by Nick Cave is either Dig Lazarus Dig or a CD called The Murder Ballads. And trust me, if Virginia knows Live Seeds, she knows Dig Lazarus Dig and the Murder Ballads, because what the Murder Ballads is like him and his band. Every song is about some like real life tragedy,
Mhm.
or
Oh.
like it's
Sounds like fun.
Yep.
okay. There's not enough people who would know who Nick Cave is, because they're from Australia too, believe it or not.
Oh, that's where
And
Nick Cave is from, Australia?
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so my number, what am I on?
9.
I don't know.
9.
I'm keeping score and I don't even know where I am.
And he said
Now-
9.
Yes. Now I don't have this. Well, I do. I thought I did. I don't know. I couldn't find it. It's by a band called Phoenix, Arizona. They were a avant-garde, very theatrical band called The Tubes.
Uh-huh.
They did a live album called What Do You Want From Live?
Uh-uh.
And you have to know the Tubes music to appreciate it. Some of their songs were like White Punks on Dope, Mondo
Right,
Bondage,
I remember the
Don't Touch Me There. Yeah,
My
they
full
were.
knowledge.
I promise not to come in your mouth.
What,
Oh no,
Chris?
that was Frank Zappa.
Okay.
What, Chris?
Well, the only song from the Tubes I knew was from the video "She's a Beauty." That was one of the
Yeah, see, and
I remember that.
I mean, because when the Tubes they first came out, they did not sound like that. Like that wreck. That was just like pop to sell records. When they
Right.
first came out, they were actually scary.
Mhm.
They were scary.
I guess they got neutered by their A&R guy.
Yeah.
Bada
The
bing.
fate of so many a band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's
we got to record this other song. This is going to be a hit. The one you want to record, that's not a hit.
Yeah.
White punks on dope. Mom and dad live in Hollywood. I'd hang myself if I had enough rope. I don't feel good, even though I know I should. White punks on dope. White punks on dope. White punks on dope. Next. Okay, Chris, you're number 8.
All righty. My number 8 is from The Who, Live at Leeds. This album has 33 songs on it. It has the best of Tommy and of what was going to become Who's Next. It has a 15-minute version of My Generation, and it's just a landmark. It's they still celebrate that concert in Leeds.
And what's the name of it? What's the name of it?
It's by The Who, Live at Leeds.
Oh, excellent album.
Yeah, it's
What a good album that was.
Well, you know how I like The Who, and you know how much I like The Who. However, yeah.
This album is
landmark band. Pete Townsend's a genius.
I won't give you a
strike.
A strike because
we'll hold it against them.
No, because I do like Baba O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that's probably the only Who song I like. Baba O'Reilly.
That's not even on that album.
Won't Get Fooled Again. I don't know if
that's okay. Now that song I like. That's a
classic. But no, they're a landmark band. I mean, they certainly belong in the pantheon of the Beatles and the Stones. And
I think so.
Roger Daltrey is an amazing vocalist.
I think
Keith
so.
Moon. I mean, he was an absolute legend on the drums. John Entwistle, killer bassist. No other band in that era had that much talent in each.
They helped invent rock and roll.
Oh, absolutely. Maximum R&B.
Yeah.
Killer band.
Yeah, that's right.
I just never got into them.
Yeah.
But so that as it may. Okay, Jen, you're number 8.
My number 8 is the Ramones.
Oh, hello, Miss Rita. What, Jen? Sorry.
The Ramones, It's Alive.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
I had the same one in the same spot.
Very good.
There we go.
High five, Jen.
Hey, Rita. Good to see you.
Hi, Rita.
Hi, Rita.
So, Addie, that's your number 8 as well, then?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, good. That saves a little bit of time.
Well, see, actually, like Nirvana we were the same with Nirvana. I think that was your first pick, right, Addie?
I think it was the Thin List. Wait, I gotta pull up my list.
Okay, no.
Heads.
Yes, okay, Addie, your 12 was Talking Heads. See, that's why I keep notes on these things.
You do.
I mean, because I never know what the hell's going on, and I run the damn thing.
Yeah, it was great though. She was able to go back to our Tall show and pull out. I think it was Tall and pull out some of the.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, because I do that with wrestling too. I keep all of the rest. So, and so now that just add to another example of how pathetic my life has become when this is all I have to do.
You're like a court reporter for the College of Knowledge. You keep.
I got a question for my fellow panelists here. Have any of you ever heard of an artist named Samantha Fish?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. She's an up and coming young artist, and she might be one to keep an eye out for. She's a real powerhouse, and if you come across any of her music, have a listen.
It sounds like a lesbian drag queen that I knew back in the 70s.
No, nothing of the sort.
Is she from Detroit? Is she Canadian or American or?
She's from Kansas City.
Oh wow, Heartland. Yeah.
Yeah. She dresses really cool.
Okay, so Virginia
all over YouTube.
Virginia must know who she is because she says she's great.
Blues guitarist.
Yeah, she plays really good guitar. She writes good music, and
Hold on. I
Holding
think
on.
okay. Okay, well, don't hold on too tight because
I might
you know
Hold on
what
loosely, but don't let
hurt
go.
myself.
I think now that you said it, I think I stumbled across one of her videos once and I watched it and she was really good.
Yeah,
Now
could
that you
be.
mentioned it.
She's
Now
got a
that you
good voice
mentioned
too.
Good. Check that out.
She's worth checking out. Give it a listen.
Yeah.
I'll
She
keep
and
my
does.
eyes open.
She actually
and,
does War Pigs by
Oh wow,
Sabbath.
awesome.
Ooh.
That's got to be a
and
So
so
killer
for
cover.
Virginia Woolf also said, "Oh, the Fugees live at the Fillmore East, or no, the Fugs.
The Fugs.
Fugs. I've never heard of the Fugs.
No?
I've heard of the band. I'm not familiar with their music.
I've never
so.
heard of them." And she says, "See and read up there." She says, "Murder Ballads is hardcore. If you guys want to listen to, just probably his like seminal record, listen to Murder Ballads on like YouTube.
Murder Ballads.
It's by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds.
Cool.
That is the one that I would say will give you a taste of what Nick Cave is all about, because
Right.
Okay.
he's crazy. Okay, so
I'll check
Mr.
them
Mark,
out.
you're number 8. Mr. Mark, you're number 8.
Is Just One Night with Eric Clapton.
Okay.
Oh yes, Eric
Again,
Clapton did not make
the
a-
thing about Eric
Yeah,
Clapton is over the ages, he's introduced new songs that he's written or co-written, but he likes to replay the same songs live over and over again.
Mhm.
It seems to all his live albums, he's always doing Key to the Highway, Further On Up the Road, a variety of, not variety even, the same blues numbers. Uh, I don't know. I get a little bored with him when it's waiting for him to come across the odd hit that he has. I don't mean to disrespect him or anything like that because I think he's a great musician, but I think that he could have done a little bit better with his live albums and with his touring. Even I saw him he came up and I saw him in 1989 at Maple Leaf Gardens, and he had Phil Collins on the drums and Mark Knopfler on the guitar,
Mhm.
and it was
Wow.
it was a really good show.
Oh yeah.
But
Well,
again, he roped these guys into having playing his songs though,
Mhm.
his blues songs.
Mhm.
okay, and Miss
Yep.
Virginia, I posted your selection up there because anything especially called Slum Goddess, I know that I'm going to have to listen to.
That's right up your alley.
Yep.
Oh, and my earring fell out of my head.
What's interesting, I was looking at the track listing for the Just One Night, and
Yeah.
I think he did Lay Down Sally and Wonderful Tonight.
Oh, hello, Salty Girl 44.
Um,
How are you? Oh,
Yeah,
hello,
they're
Chris
both
LeClaire.
good songs.
Right, but those are the
Or-
only two. No, Blues Power and All Our Pastimes. So only those 4 songs were originals to him.
You know,
All of the
and
rest of them
yeah.
were covers.
And you know what
Yeah.
newer Clapton song I like that you never ever hear? It's called Tulsa Time.
Yeah,
That's
kind of a
pretty
neat
old,
cover.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from the 70s.
Yeah,
It's
but
a great song, though.
my favorite song is by that Clapton's in is Brave Ulysses.
Mhm.
Oh,
I like his
okay.
early stuff with Cream.
Oh,
That
hello,
was
Miss Hopkins. How are
better
you,
than
Miss
his,
Hopkins? And I want to thank Miss Hopkins. She sent me that wonderful picture. If you go on my Twitter about the monkeypox,
Yeah, that was great, Miss Hopkins.
and I've got a lot of people making comments on that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Hey, salty girl.
okay. So
Okay, your number 8.
my number 8,
Mhm.
and again, one I don't have, and it's a double album by the British band called UFO, called Strangers in the Nights. And that was with Pete Way and Phil Moog. And for a while, Michael Schenker played with them. And then he left UFO and went to start Michael Schenker Group.
Virginia Woolf
Like I
gives a
said,
shout out
like
to
the
Charles
big
Manson
debate.
live at San Quentin. Good old Chuck Manson.
And
Made
who
quite
said
an
that?
impression on us all.
Virginia Woolf.
Oh.
Charles Manson live at San Quentin is actually pretty good.
And did you know? That Guns N' Roses actually did an album called The Spaghetti Incident, and the final song there was a song that was written by Charles Manson,
Oh wow.
and the initial copies had the song on it.
Mhm.
Once they did like reissues and stuff, they took it off. I actually do have the initial copy that has the Charles Manson song on it.
Wow.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So instead of being, worth $20, it's worth $25.
But hey,
There
an
you go.
investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Hopkins asked if we were doing the top 5. We're doing
Doing
top
Oh.
12, but we're
We're
at,
up to 7 now. So
yeah, we're up to
Um,
7. So yeah,
Okay, Ms. Hopkins. When we get up to 5,
join us.
we can still get one more person on the chat if you want to come up and do 5. Yeah, we'll wait till we get to top 5. If you want to come on, I'll send you the link and be more than happy to have you there. So we're at number 7, Chris.
Yes, I'm going to give the nod to the Allman Brothers at Fillmore East.
Ah, what a great album.
Like
Yes,
one of
it
the
is.
finest
Yep.
Southern
Yes,
rock live albums. It's got killer versions of Statesboro Blues, Whipping Post, Memory of Elizabeth Reed.
Live
See,
on the
Eat a
Whipping
Peach
Post.
was a
Yeah.
mixed live and studio album that drew
Right.
from
So
those
that did
concerts as
not
well.
count. So
Right,
that
right.
did not count.
So I didn't run afoul of your rule there, but yeah, at Fillmore East is an outstanding.
I've been tied to the whipping
It was
post.
a breakout album for them too. After that album, things weren't the same for them as a band.
Mhm.
They became it really
And
got a lot of recognition.
Mhm.
okay, because didn't what's his name die soon after that?
Oh yeah, Dwayne
Dwayne
Allman.
Yeah, and then,
Well, and I thought he died in a motorcycle accident. And he got hit by a peach truck. So I always thought Eat a Peach was a reference to that death.
that it
But
is.
it wasn't. Oh, it was?
It wasn't.
That's the rumor, anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it really.
I think
If
there's
it-
conjecture as to whether that's the
Well-
reason it was called.
Well, and here's another thing, like kind of on the same genre. Leonard Skinner's final album, with Ronnie
Street
Van
Survivors.
Zant was called Street Survivors. And
Mhm.
if you have the original album, and it's only on an album, it's not on the CD, the album has like flames in the background.
Mhm.
But if
Yeah,
you were
that's
to,
a band engulfed in flames.
right, okay, but if you were to buy the CD now,
Mhm.
the flames are out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the family had that taken away.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
The Van Zandt family.
My number 20 would have been Leonard Skinner's One More from the Road.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's a killer album, and that was the only live album of the band's classic era.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Because there are so many good songs on that. Oh God!
It's just a terrific album too.
And like their first two CDs, well, no albums, because they had the albums at the times, were so good. They had so many great songs. Uh, and okay, but I don't think that "Gimme Three Steps" is on that. But that's my favorite.
It is
Skipper
actually.
song. Huh?
It is on that album. Give me
I
3 steps. Whiskey Rock and Roller.
no.
Call
Okay.
Me the Breeze.
Okay. Yeah, Mark. But I'm talking about.
Rebirth.
Oh, but I'm talking about like on their first two albums.
Oh,
I don't know if "Gimme Three Steps" is on one of their first two albums, but yeah, those are so great.
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, so Jen, you're number 7.
My number 7 is Rush, Exit Stage Left.
Believe it or not, I do not have that.
I'm finding that out a lot tonight. I've overlooked some common.
Yeah,
Some,
that would have been my number 14. It's a great album, you know.
There were just so many albums to choose from
Oh yeah.
that it was hard in a
Well,
way.
Yeah.
So what criteria do you want to use for greatness? I mean, you know, I
That's
tended
right.
to put a little more weight on, you know, cultural impact. You know, some of the ones that I'm going to announce
Right.
later, you'll go, oh yeah, that makes sense. But
well, and you know, like I always say whenever we do one of these shows, this is just how we personally feel about it. There's no right or wrong answer. You know, one album is not necessarily better than another. It's just how I feel about it, how Chris would feel about it, how Addie, how Mark or Jen would feel about an album. It's not that one album's better than another.
I mean,
Right.
I like to kind of give people exposure to albums, the great albums that they just missed or never heard of or never came across, and you get to hear something new and exciting from a band that you've been familiar with for 30 years.
Okay, and like okay, because I actually had like Exit Stage Left on my list, so I go looking for it, and I'm thinking, you know, I don't even think I have that. How come?
Yeah.
Addie, you're number 7, dear.
We've already discussed it. It was Bob Seger and Silver.
Oh,
Bullet.
okay. Live Bullet.
Mhm.
Live.
Classic.
Alrighty, Mark's turn for number 7.
Oh,
I just want to say something about Live Bullet is the most beautiful song on there. Well, it's not beautiful. It's beautiful to me, but it's not what you think. They do a cover of Tina Turner doing Nutbush City Limits.
Yeah.
what a great song.
That's the first song on that album, too.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Nutbush City Limits. And I says, oh, I got to buy this shit.
That's where Tina Turner's from, Nutbush City.
Yep.
Okay, and please tell us where the hell is Nutbush City?
I have no clue.
It's
no
not
idea.
even a real place.
Oh, it is. It is.
No. Well, if you don't know where it is, it's not real.
It's in
I can
Tennessee.
find out in a second for you.
It's
Oh,
in
hold on.
Tennessee.
Okay, no, see.
Tennessee.
Okay, see, so Jen performs one job here at the College of Rock Knowledge, and she does it good. She is the historian. So, Mark, you're number 7.
My number 7 is, let me get sideways shot, is Rolling Stones, Get Your Yayas Out.
I don't want to even hear about that because I know that I loaned that out to somebody, and I don't
boy.
have it.
Oh.
Right, and don't tempt me, Mark.
A great
boy.
album. You need to hunt that person down. Or maybe you've outlived them already, hopefully, you know. Maybe they passed away 8 years ago, and you didn't get.
Well, no, this was in
Full on.
Orlando, so that was several years ago.
Okay.
Oh my
That's a
God!
loss.
But I do have another Rolling Stones earlier. Coming earlier in the show. So we are at my number 7.
Mm-hmm.
My number 7 is here. Got to break out some props. And I think everybody in the 70s growing up, there was like a couple criteria of albums that you had to have. You have to have Frampton Comes Alive, and you had to have this.
Oh yeah.
Foghat. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about.
You
Foghat.
had to have
Ah.
this.
Like,
You
I
had
think
to have
every-
this.
I love Foghat too.
And I think every album owner had that.
And
killer version of Slow Ride.
Yeah.
And my only thing that I want to say about this album that I don't like is it's very short. It's only like 32 minutes. They could have put another couple of songs on here. There's only 6 songs on here.
Wow.
But it was 32 good minutes.
Yeah, and there's the back. There's
Yeah, Slow Ride is probably 15 minutes of that.
yeah, I know.
Landmark song.
Yep.
That song is rock and roll.
Okay, so Chris, you're number 6.
My number 6 is from the band Little Feat, Waiting for Columbus.
I've never heard that. I've never heard
Lowell
that.
George was at his finest. He was doing guitar jams with Paul Barrere, a killer long version of Dixie Chicken, and the backing of the Tower of Power horn section.
Nice.
That's it.
I thought the
Little,
Tower
if
of
you haven't
I-
heard,
no,
I'm
go
sorry.
on. No, go on.
If you really should delve into the discography of Little Feat. Lowell
I
George
haven't.
and Little Feat were the favorite band of other musicians. They
I
were
agree.
a musicians band. The musicians really cherished what they created,
Mhm.
and their
They're
music,
great live.
right? Great, and a great live album. This was a
Yeah.
landmark live album, and it just connected. Fat Man in a Bathtub, Dixie Chicken.
I've heard.
So many
I've
great
heard
That'll
songs.
still pop with
I've-
me on the
I've-
piano. That
I've
song.
heard enough of their songs,
Mhm.
but
This album has some extended versions of the songs. They have these creative sections that were added into them for this album. So you get to hear it recontextualized. It's great. Play Waiting for Columbus off of YouTube, and
Yeah.
it'll be a real treat.
imagine if Steely Dan had done a live album, what that would have sounded like.
I think they
Hmm.
did some live albums, but I've never.
I don't think
Did they
so.
do at least one live?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
Okay, Jen, you're number 6.
Talking Heads Stop Making Sense.
Great album. Yep.
So 3 of you chuckleheads have that, huh?
It's a monster album. It's great.
Oh, it is. It's very good. And I didn't even put it on the list just because I forgot it.
Yeah.
Addie, you're number 6 dear.
Another one we discussed, Cheap Trick at Budokan.
Yep.
And that was the album that actually broke Cheap Trick, because very few people had heard their first couple of albums. They were from Chicago, and not a lot of people knew about them, but it was that Live at Budokan. Same thing what Kiss Alive did for Kiss.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I didn't put Kiss Alive on anything, so
I didn't either.
if I was gonna do a Kiss one, it would be Kiss Alive 2, but
That's okay.
but I didn't pick it, so can't discuss it.
I don't really consider them musicians.
Addie, and so where is Budokan?
I don't have no idea.
It's in Tokyo.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Never been there.
Tokyo.
Hell of a swim.
Oh,
Mark, what's your number 6?
oh, my number 6. It will be from Red Zeppelin, and its song remains the same. From
Very
Red
good
Zeppelin.
I remember the
Song
movie.
remains the same. Red Zeppelin.
The video, the movie, the little montages of the different scenes is really, really cool. It didn't make a whole lot of sense to me at the time, but I enjoyed it.
I thought that added a unique sort of quality to the movie.
Oh yeah.
And so James Kozak says Deep Purple made in Japan. If I
Good
had
album.
made the list 13, that actually was 13. No, because I did have 15, but
Yeah.
but then I realized I said, oh shit, I said 12. So
I
okay,
had
no,
15.
okay, but Deep Purple actually was, and I have here because, like I said, sometimes I save too much shit. But
You
no, okay,
know.
that's 13. Yeah, that's 13.
Not a chance.
Both of you shut up.
Yeah, alrighty. Number 6.
Okay, my number 6 is. Ooh, and I get to use another prop. This band here is a new band, but they've already been through their third connotation. It is the band called
Tokyo.
a band called the Dead Daisies.
Oh yeah.
I've heard of them.
And this is when they had John Corabi as their lead singer. And if you don't know John Corabi, he was
Japanese.
No. He
No?
was the lead he was the lead singer of the ill-fated Motley Crue comeback album, which is actually so very good. But it wasn't Vince Neil, so nobody bought it. But this was his band, and so somehow they parted ways, and now they have Glenn Hughes. And James Kozak mentioned Deep Purple because Glenn Hughes was in Deep Purple. I think Glenn Hughes has been in like 30 bands because every time you see him, he's in a band. But it's just really good. It's just straight ahead, kick ass. Oh, well, that's a good picture of nothing, And
How many band are they?
Huh?
How many piece band are they?
There's 5. This is Doug Aldrich, John Corabi, David Lowy, Marco Mendoza, and Brian Tichy. And you've heard of all of those guys. You might not know what bands they've been in, but you've heard of them. James, and have you ever heard of the Dead Daisies? But this is so good. And this is one of those ones that I can just put on and because I also have the CD of it. And it's one of those ones that you can just listen to without needing to change. So
I bet.
So we are at Final 5. And
Yes.
who wanted to come up for Final 5? Virginia Wolf. And are you still there? Virginia. And okay, we're at Final 5. Did you want to come up? I'll post a link.
I thought it was Mrs. Hopkins that was.
Or was it Miss Hopkins or?
I think Mrs. Hopkins, but I haven't seen her type anything in a minute.
Who was it that wanted to come up just to do 5?
Mrs. Hopkins, but we can bring.
Okay, we're at our final 5. Does anybody want to come up and just say um, their last 5 favorite songs?
I will. I will.
Virginia.
Hey,
Thanks.
Mark,
If someone else can, if somebody else has even a top 3, they can, let us
Thanks.
know and we'll let you up on
Thanks.
panel.
I'm not dressed for TV. Well,
Funny.
well,
you can hide behind your icon.
yeah, okay, because Addie has a little hoodie up there, so
Yeah, she's totally naked back there.
I am.
Addie, or that sounds like Hot Mess Missy, because she's always proudly saying, "Oh, I'm sitting here naked." Yes.
Yeah, she never wears pants.
Or she'll take her
Awesome.
clothes off on cam.
Yeah.
Or try
Oh
to.
my God, oh my God, Jen, where you were on the stream? It was her, Phoenix and Baker Babe, and I was watching it. And they were having a contest to see who could take their bra off fastest underneath their clothes without taking their shirt off.
Did Missy even have one on?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive too.
I mean, it looked like
Is that tough to do? Is that something that's hard to do?
Well,
It was for them.
I mean, because Hot Mess Missy looked like she was carrying around a 22-pound bag of potatoes. So
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably looked like she was wrestling a pig in her shirt.
Black Angels live at the Leviathan. The Black Angels.
There you
Now
go.
there's a band that not a lot of people know about. Miss Virginia Woolf. Good. A lot of good calls. A lot of good.
Yeah, bringing
Yeah.
it to
You know,
the
you know who had an iconic live album? Elvis Presley put out one, Aloha from Hawaii. I don't know if anybody remembers
I
that.
actually do have that. I was not going to put that down on my list, but I have that. And that's
Yeah.
actually very listenable, too. That's very listenable. You can listen to that.
Classic.
Yeah, it's not on my list either, but it's an honorable mention because it touched a lot of people.
I didn't, Mark, I didn't put that on my list for the sole purpose that would have, ruined my reputation as like a devil worshiper.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, so Chris, you're number 5. We're down to the final 5.
Right. My number 5 is an earlier live album from Rush, All the World's a Stage.
Ah,
That's
That
a killer
was-
album.
Yeah.
It's first of all, it's a Shakespeare reference as the title of the album.
Yes.
So you
that's
gotta
right.
admire that.
Okay. And do you know the entire phrase? All the world's a stage, and we are merely players, performers, and portrayers, and all the world's an audience inside our gilded cage.
See,
Wow.
Yeah, knocked it out.
she's good with that.
See. This is the kind of information that you will only receive on the Bimbo Barbarella College of Knowledge Top Rock Show featuring the professors.
See, I don't know that I would have come up with that whole lyric correctly, even though I've seen Rush every time they've been to Atlanta from the Hold Your Fire tour in 1986 to
Wow.
R40 in 2015.
Wow. Really? Wow.
It's 13,
Wow.
14 times.
Holy
That's my
Christ.
favorite band. So, I mean, that
Yeah.
album kind of captures the energy of their early concept albums. There's tracks off
I've only seen
Twilight
them
Night,
once.
He's putting out 12 in its entirety on that. Do they not? On All the World's Stage.
I believe so. I don't have the track list in front of me, but it's just a great album. It's just
Yeah.
It is. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
'cause-
very, very good.
I think it opens with Bastille Day.
Right.
Okay, Ms. Hopkins, I will mention your pick after Jen's. So go ahead, and then you can tell us about yours. So Jen, you're number 5.
My number 5 is Dun, dun, dun. AC/DC. If you want blood, you've got it.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
That was also on my list, but I didn't have anywhere to put it. And Miss Hopkins mentioned
I
two.
put it in the number 5 slot.
Virginia, Miss Hopkins said number 5, Daft Punk Alive. And have you guys ever heard of a band called Daft Punk?
Oh yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah, heard of them.
I've heard of
I
the
haven't.
name,
And
but
yeah, and it's kind of music that you have to like them. And
Yeah.
me, I like it because I like a lot of electronic kind of music.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Get Lucky is a great cut.
Huh?
The song Get Lucky
Oh
is
yeah.
a great cut, and they do have a certain visual appeal. You know, these two androids playing in the background, and they're the band essentially, and then they have the guest artists. But
Yeah.
that's all I know about Daft Punk. But
And so Miss Virginia Woolf brings a very, very, very obscure band to the table, which I like. Have you guys ever heard of a band called the Brian's Jonestown Massacre?
no,
You
Oh.
have to listen to them. They are the Brian Jonestown Massacre. They are, I think that's the only one that I've ever heard, Virginia, was Live at the Hi-Fi. I know that, and Jen, and look them up because they have at least like 10 albums. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
But they're one of these bands that's, they get no radio airplay. They get no sort of acknowledgments, and then we're stuck, with the Shrek that we listen to.
Wow, they have a lot.
Yes,
of
yes,
albums. Wow.
yes, and they are very good, Chris. And do yourself a favor, listen to them. You'll like them. They're your kind of music. You'll like them.
I'll check it out.
Trust me. Trust the bimbo because she is wise.
Yeah, they have 21 albums.
Holy shit, I didn't know
Damn.
that.
21 studio albums. Yeah, 95 to 2022.
Oh yeah.
They have two out in 2022. Fire Doesn't Grow on Trees and The Future Is Your Past.
And Ms. Hopkins said yes. Sad they ended it. Yeah.
They actually have 5 live albums.
Oh, they are so good. Maybe that's not the live one that I've heard, but I've heard one of the live albums because I had it. I had a burned copy of it, and I wanted to find more of their stuff, but it was so difficult.
Right. They're actually the subject of a 2004 documentary film called Dig. So
I'll have to look into that.
they've
Yes.
gained media notoriety for their tumultuous working relationships as well as erratic behavior of Newcomb.
Erratic behavior. Well, that's something that I can get behind.
Yeah.
There you
So, okay,
Yeah.
Addie, you're number 5.
Bob Marley and the Wailers live from '75.
There you
Okay.
go,
go.
girl.
Oh man, yeah,
That was
Forgot
almost
about
on
Bob
my
Marley.
album.
yeah.
Man, that was almost on my list. I wavered.
Well,
And Ziggy Marley too. He has some live albums that are good.
yeah. The Old Gray Whistle Test had a great set with Bob Marley in it, and that was
I didn't see any of those. They were not any good.
no. Old Gray Whistle Test is a great show, BBC from the '70s. But he did a
I'm aware
set.
of that.
No Woman, No Cry, and some of his other hits. Great song early in their career, early '70s.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
And so Miss Rita, and you're right. And that's the biggest problem with American radio is honestly, and if any of you have ever been over to like Europe or even Australia, they play a wide variety of music. You're not going to listen to the radio station, hear the same 15 songs every time. You're not going to hear Bohemian Rhapsody once every 90 minutes. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, FM radio is dead anyway. It's the internet superseded it, and anybody who wants any kind of variety is going to pull from Spotify, Pandora, so many other sources on the web.
I mean, yeah, because I listen to the FM radio just because I have a old boombox that I just play outside.
Okay.
And like my messed up car, it doesn't have a CD player.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a little boombox that I have to play CDs
Mm-hmm.
in the car, and so I'm thinking of investing in like C batteries, investing in like a case of them.
You should get rechargeables.
I've
tried
tried
that for a while.
I've tried again, yeah, but they only recharge for so long, I think.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
know. I've had
expensive.
some of mine for years.
Really?
I don't know. Bluetooth on your cell phone, pipe over to your car's a nice thing.
Okay, no,
You can
because
play
my
exactly what you want.
okay, because my car is so old that it has no USB ports.
Right.
You'll see it. It needs a paint job. It's
The important thing is that it starts, steers, and stops.
Get you
Yes.
from A to B.
Everything
That's all
else
you
is
need.
superfluous.
Yeah.
right. Okay, but one bad thing about it is like the gas gauge doesn't work, so I never know how much gas I have. So like every couple of days, I got to put in like $10 or $20.
And just hope that that's enough.
You don't have a car
There you
payment either, so
No, that's true.
It works
Oh,
out.
Virginia Live says Hot Tuna Live.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Tuna, yeah.
Tuna.
A coworker
And-
of mine was a roadie for them back in the day. He works on a different campus, but he's older, and he helped load up not microphones, but like speakers and stuff
Right.
for them.
Yeah, he played also. He's a musician. He played
Yeah.
around San Francisco back then.
Okay,
too.
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Back in
Okay,
the day.
so Mark, you're number 5.
Is Rush All the World's a Stage?
All right.
There we go. We're on the same wavelength.
There you go.
That's why you got that reaction out of me.
Yeah, we've
I
got
mean-
a number of similarity. I mean, you combined on like me and Addie on number 12, and I think
I mean, Mark, but isn't it in the Canadian Constitution that you have to like rush or get kicked out?
Yes, that's true, Bimbo.
And April Wine.
April Wine, yes. Oh, now that's another band that is so underrated. Oh my God,
Yeah, I loved April Wine.
they are so
Nature of the
good.
Beast is such a rockin' album.
And then they did
Yeah.
a song called F-U-C-K.
nice.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so my number 5 is and I get to use another prop. This band is a band from the early 70s, and they were signed to the Casablanca record because Neil Bogarts, the president of Casablanca at the time, wanted a band to be the opposite of Kiss. So he found, this band called Angel. And they were all dressed in white, and they were actually very, very prog rocky sounding. I mean, they were a little more hard rocking than like Yes and stuff like that, but they had a lot of good prog. And one of the main players here was the keyboardist Greg Giuffria, if you've ever heard of him.
No.
No.
The name sounds
No.
familiar.
He was also in a band called the House of Lords.
Right.
Yeah.
And, okay, historian, look it up because you know it's true. Because there's one thing I won't lie about is music. Everything else is fair game.
We have a hair salon up here called the House of Lords. It's a Young Street hair salon.
And so Virginia Woolf says Rita Yorma Kekaunen has a guitar camp in upstate New York. People go to play and learn. I never went. I didn't know somebody rides motorcycles with, and I didn't know that Yorma was still alive.
Yeah, Jorma Karkunen is still alive. He did a whole concert series during the pandemic. You know, he was in an empty auditorium and played night after night after night.
Who did that?
Jorma Karkunen. I know I'm not going to. I don't remember.
I thought it was just Yorma Kekaunen. That's how I always pronounce it.
Kekaunen. I think that's right.
That's how I always pronounce it.
You're right. Yeah, I got my syllables crossed.
Yorma and Jack, and she's talking about Jack Bruce.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Oh.
Right, Virginia. Right, Virginia. Jack Bruce, right?
Is there another Jack in the band?
Well, there's Jack White. And did you guys ever get to listen to that CD?
Which one?
We haven't had a chance yet.
We haven't played it yet. We need to find a device to play it on. We haven't.
There's one in the coat closet.
Oh, okay. We'll have to dust it off. We play everything off of YouTube, so.
Yeah, I know. Okay. What? That was my number 5.
Yeah, number 4.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go get a glass of water. So, Chris, you take over, and when I come back, I'll just catch up so I can write
I gotta
down.
get something too, so I'll catch up to you when I get back.
Okay. Well,
One minute.
me, Jen, and Addie are going to go next anyway. So
Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah. Okay. So go ahead.
Addie. My number 4 is the aforementioned Rolling Stones' "Get Your Ya-Ya Out." Charlie Watts and a Donkey graced the cover of this live album that includes "Jumpin' Jack Flash," "Honky Tonk Woman," "Street Fighting Man," and a 9-minute and 5-second version of "Midnight Rambler." I mean, that's just a killer song. Just an outstanding song. It's a good long jam from a band that's mostly known for 3 and 4 minute songs at that point in their career. So.
Good choice.
Yeah.
I guess I'm next.
Yes, you're next.
What number are we?
We are on number 4.
Same. Rolling Stones, "Get Your Ya-Ya's Out."
Wow, that we're zipping right along here.
Yeah.
All right, Addie, you're number 4.
I picked Captured Live at the Forum, 3 Dog Night.
Oh wow!
Ooh, nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one, Addie.
Thank
3
you.
Dog Night.
Yeah, they people forget how big they were back in the 70s. They had
I remember.
popular
Oh yeah.
following. So.
They were.
You know, that guy actually, it's a true story that he split his dick open, eh?
I remember hearing that, and it's like I could have gone the rest of my life not hearing about that. You know, it's like, how do you bang so much that you split your dick open? I guess you got to have goals, right? I mean, it's.
Well, I guess John Bobbitt made a porno after
getting the unkindest cut.
Yup.
The 3 Dog Night is actually playing in Alexandria, Virginia on April 20th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're actually on tour.
Still out there plowing through the set list. That's awesome.
Yeah. Let's see. Virginia Beach, North Carolina, Virginia, Mississippi, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, Coral Springs, Florida. Yeah.
Wow.
They're doing a pretty good tour.
Those
And you
drugs
never
don't pay
heard
for
about
themselves.
Wow, they're going west, going up to New York. They'll be in New York.
You mentioned Get Your Yayas Out. There's another Stones live album called Love You Live.
Mm-hmm.
Have
What
you
part
heard
of their
that?
No, what part? What era of their career was that recorded in?
Um, it would have been late 70s, late
Mm.
70s.
Okay.
Because actually they they like to play Toronto, and they
Mhm.
like to do gigs in Toronto, and and they bill themselves as well. Here in this circumstance, Love You Live was partially recorded in Toronto at a club called the El Macombo,
Mhm.
and they billed themselves as the Roaches.
They would do that. They would like book themselves in some small club and they'll call themselves the Frogs or whatever. And then
Yeah,
some like 12 people that showed up all of a sudden realized, holy crap, the Rolling Stones are playing on our stage.
that's right. That's what they did.
It's a good tune-up, and I guess it gave them a chance to play before a smaller crowd. But
That's what it was. It was a tune-up, and they like the intimacy of the
mhm,
smaller crowds.
yeah, wow, right on cue there, Bimbo. Oh, she stepped out.
Yeah, so Three Dog Night's actually playing in Atlanta August 27th at Symphony Hall.
Oh wow,
That would be awesome if they had the symphony backing them.
hmm
Okay,
Oh,
okay, Chris. Okay, so I can write it down. So what did I miss? Who was for?
My four was Get Your Yayas Out, as was
Oh, shut up.
Jennifer's.
Both of you would get your yayas out. God damn it.
Yeah, well, we still feel your loss for not having that album
But
returned
like
to
I
where
said,
it belongs.
I have one that's I don't know. I actually think is better,
All
but
right,
that's
we'll hear
coming
about
up.
it. Okay.
Hold on one
And
second. Oh, Mark, and yours was
my number
Mark.
4.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, I haven't said my number 4 yet.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Okay,
okay.
go
So
ahead.
Virginia Woolf says Grateful Dead Reckoning, Angel. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're talking about Angel. Yes, I know who was in Angel, and yeah. So that was Jack Bruce. Oh no, Virginia Woolf was talking about Jack Cassidy. Oh okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Mark, you're number 4.
Is
Wait. And did Addie go?
Addie,
Yes,
what was your number four?
Yeah.
just Three Dog Night.
Three Dog Night. Okay.
right.
Oh, Three Dog Night. What?
It was
Okay.
the captured live at the Forum was the name
Oh,
of it.
I never heard of that. And I used to love them. My favorite song by them is the song, believe it or not, Shambhala.
That is mine. Is the best Zen song ever in the world
Yeah.
to me.
Into the halls of Shambhala.
It just
Okay.
makes you want to move. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so my number 4 is, let me uncross my eyes long enough to read it. Okay. Here's the band, a Canadian band, the Guess Who. They had a live album, and it was called Live at the Paramount, and it was a great album. Again, it captures them doing all their hits, and I thought they were a great band. So here you go.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And the Guess Who was great because they had a lot of like future stars in that band. Okay, because wasn't Randy Bachman in that band?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, because and then Waylon Jennings wasn't he?
No.
Oh, Jimmy? No.
Okay, well Burton Cummings was.
Yeah, Burton Cummings, Randy Bachman, and then a couple of people that you don't really know.
Okay. And in the chat, Ms. Hopkins says that her number 4 is the White Stripes. And you're talking about, Ms. Hopkins, you're talking about the band the White Stripes, like with Jack White and Meg White.
Yeah.
Seven Nation Army gotta hold me down, because that's actually very good too.
Yeah, it
is.
is.
But this, Miss Hopkins, is the newest solo album by Jack White. I highly suggest it. It's called Fear of the Dawn. And I knew exactly where to find it on my um I gotta think of a name for this thing. Something of horror. but because I was just playing it today. But this is so good. If I don't know whether you still get CDs or whether you just want to download and burn this whole thing. Every song is good. It's better than anything that he did with the Rocketeers. And that was a band that Jack White was in after the White Stripes, was called the Rocketeers.
Yep, I remember one of their songs.
Yeah. And that's about all everybody remembers, Addie. Because I think they made 2 albums, but
The Rocketeers?
The Rocketeers, yeah. Yeah, with Jack White.
Yeah, of course.
Jack White is one hell of a guitarist.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He is so great.
I don't know if you're keeping up with the time, but it's 9:59.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And so when we're done, then maybe we'll go to see what Bobbles is doing.
There's
Virginia
cash
Wolf.
prize tonight.
No worries.
Yeah, I know. Virginia Wolf says 3 is Priest Live. Is that the gold one? Because I have that one, and I also have my favorite one is Unleashed in the East. And the only reason why I like Unleashed in the East best is because it has a song, The Green Manalishi with the 2-pronged crown. The Green Manalishi with the 2-pronged crown. And what band originally did that song? No, Green Manalishi. Because most people have ever heard Judas Priest do it. Chris, but do you know the song Green Manalishi with a 2-pronged crown?
No, that one missed me. So, not drawing a blank.
And Miss Virginia Woolf, do you know who originally did that song? A band who, well, and also Judas Priest. They took a song from Joan Baez, Diamonds and Rust. Okay, but Green Manalishi with the 2-pronged crown comes from Fleetwood Mac.
Oh.
Okay, so what are we on? Number what?
Number 4. You're number 4.
Okay. So this is my show. So I'm pulling a. Okay. Oh, so she says yes, it is a gold one. I'm pulling a mulligan here.
Mulligan.
It is the band Twisted Sister. And somehow you can tell that I like the band Twisted Sister. I forget what arm it's on. There it is. Okay. Go. This is a box set of 3 live albums. So they all count. One is from the Detroit Club, which is in Port Chester, New York in 1980. Next one is from the Hammerheads, which is in West Islip, New York. And the third one is from Castle Donington in England. They have a big festival there every year called the Donington Festival. Yeah. Oh, yes, Virginia. Oh, yes. It was Peter Green with Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. And then they brought in Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks, and then they sucked. Just my opinion.
Rumors was a great album the first 478 times, but after
Yes.
that, it got old.
All right. Okay, so
My number 3, which is Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band Live Bullet.
all right.
I mean, we've talked about it before, but I mean, this Detroit rocker had a dedicated local following, and he'd been a musician for 16 years up until this point. And then, but this is the album that allowed him to become a national star. It has Traveling Man, Beautiful Loser, Turn the Page, Rambling Gambling Man, Kathmandu.
And what?
It's just
Okay.
so
And
good.
what did he call his band before he just used Bob Seger? Do you know? Jen, and don't say unless somebody can know. Oh, what name did Bob Seger use for his band? Oh, before he went, just Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
That's what I always thought it was.
Yeah, I don't know what his proto band was off the top of my head.
It was called the Bob Seger System.
Okay.
Oh,
Sounds very corporate. But
I don't know what it was supposed to mean, but
he was not destined to become famous as the Bob Seger System.
He also performed as Bob Seger in The Last Herd.
oh, I did not know that. See, that's why you have your one function, honey.
That's all right.
And now it's up
Because-
to
Okay,
Jen's
so you're
turn.
yes, you're number 3.
All right. So you're going to have to deal with this again. The Who, live at Leeds.
Ah, again, I gotta hear that.
It
Great
certainly. I
What
wouldn't
an
protest it being a number 3. That's a great. It's a monster album. It's fantastic.
Well, sorry to say, it did not make my list.
Yeah.
Imagine
Addie.
that.
What's your number 3, Addie?
I had Simon and Garfunkel, the concert in Central Park.
Oh
Wow, good,
That was
I
a great
forgot
one.
about
That
that album.
almost, yeah.
I should have.
good
That's a
call.
landmark. It's a
Yeah.
you know.
So
Good
many
call.
classic songs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a very large attended concert, right? How many? Do you know the attendance of that concert?
It was probably the largest at the time.
It was
that they had
some
ever.
enormous number of people.
Yeah, let's see.
And they have one song of theirs that I really, 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 really like.
That's
we
really
can't remember the name of it.
really to the 17th.
And if you don't know what that's in reference to, have you ever seen the movie Zoolander?
Yes.
That's
Ben
what that.
Stiller.
Yeah, that's with Ben Stiller because he says that really probably like 15, 16 times. I really, 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 really.
Yeah.
And so Virginia Woolf says 2 is Band of Gypsies. Yes, classic album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nobody's mentioned that. Radiohead, Miss Hopkins. I never got into Radiohead, Miss Hopkins. And like I said, that's why I like doing this show, because nobody's answer is right or wrong. We all love our music the way we love it.
I still haven't said my number 3 yet.
Addie.
I know.
Addie gave us her number 3 with.
I know,
With,
I know,
Tony
Mark, but
Garfunkel.
nobody. Oh, okay, Mark, but nobody
Mark, what's your
cares.
number 3?
Mark, nobody cares because it's going to be stupid. So just let's move on.
Mark's number 3.
Well, that's not very nice of you. Boy, oh boy. I get
Yeah.
more respect at home. Oh, I am
Please.
at home.
Go ahead.
Please, sir, go ahead. Please, sir, go ahead.
Well, now it is going to be stupid. And you know what?
See, so I wasn't wrong.
You are wrong, though, because it's the Who live at Leeds.
Oh, no, are you?
We have
kidding
determined
me?
by democratic vote that the Who is an amazing, astounding band that you should give a second look to, second listen
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Does anyone in the chat not like the Who? Reveal yourself now.
Here,
I
Heretic.
love the Who.
Rock
I
and
mean,
roll.
hey,
I saw them in
I mean-
concert once. A great show.
I
great
mean,
show.
I've
hi.
seen her a few times.
I mean, hi. My name is Bimbo Barbarella, and I am outed as a Who hater.
You need a bumper sticker for your car.
I am an official Who hater.
Horton here's the Who hater.
Do you mean Cindy Lou Who?
I used to have a
No.
bumper sticker that said, "Don't rush me. I might spill my beer."
No, and it can't be poor Cindy Lou because she was the one who turned the Grinch's heart 3 times. Oh, she made his heart grow 3 times that day.
Oh,
See, now I thought you had been for the Grinch.
Oh, I do love the Grinch. Please. I mean, because I can look like the Grinch without even putting on makeup.
The Grinch was misunderstood.
Rita. Rita's also a Who hater.
Okay.
Yay! Go Rita.
Getting
All
some-
right.
Getting some backup
Okay.
there. So
Yay.
what's your number 3?
My number 3 is this Rolling Stones gem called Sweet Summer Sun, live at Hyde Park.
Wow, what year was that?
Very, very recently. I can't see because they make these things so little.
How was Mick's voice that night? When Mick's Jagger sings live in concert, he's almost always off pitch.
2013 it was released.
Oh, 2013.
Wow.
Okay, because this was a free concert that they gave at Hyde Park.
Okay.
And of course, it's got all your classics, but it does have a couple of songs here that they don't play that often. There's a song on here called Doom and Gloom, which is a fantastic, killing, rocking song, which was never released on an album or as a single, but was only released on their greatest hits album called Girl. Girl. If you've ever seen that, it's got like the big monkey head with the big monkey tongue sticking out. Who knows? Maybe that's where we got monkey frickin' pox from. And then it's got songs like You Got the Silver, Before They Make Me Run, which is good because that comes from the Some Girls album. And it's got your typical ones, Emotional Rescue, Street Fighting Man, Painted Black, Brown Sugar. And there's this one song here about, I don't know, it's been accused of being satanic. And you might have heard that song before. And
talking about Sympathy for the Devil.
Well, I don't like to use that word devil on my stream, because of my good Christian upbringings. Oh, honey, what do you have, a cough back there? That is my number 3. So the final two. Final two.
All right, another previously mentioned. Frampton Comes Alive. I mean, that was the live album that made record executives tell all of their artists, you have to do live album.
Right.
That
exactly.
It was such a huge hit. I love the interaction with the crowd that he has with Do You Feel Like We Do, Show Me the Love, Show Me the Way, and Baby I Love Your Way. It's
no, but you know what? Still, even to this day, Chris, I listen to that and that vocoder. I cannot stand that.
Oh, the talk box is great. He's the only one who really kind of used it to its best effect.
It's not called a talk box. It's called a vocoder.
Nevertheless, it's cool when Frampton uses it. It sucks when most other people use it, but it's a cool little novelty thing, and he just sort of
Yeah.
took it in this direction.
Okay, because there were other people that, and you're right, there are other people that tried to use it after that, and it did kind of suck. Oh, Miss Hopkins. Miss Hopkins.
It was success.
Queen makes an appearance. Oh, another one bites the dust.
And I feel like I'm one of the go-go's because my lips are sealed. Okay, Ms. Hopkins, and you do know, and well, if you don't, you do now. That's one of my most disliked bands, and I will never say that a musician is terrible because they're not terrible musicians. Because being a musician is very hard. One of I would say my most disliked band is Queen, and who knows who comes after Queen? Jen, Chris, do you remember?
Journey.
Yes. Yes.
Talk about a place that doesn't exist. Is a reference about born and raised in South Detroit. There is no South Detroit. That's a body of water. The only thing is south of Detroit. He'd have to change the song to "Born and Raised in Windsor, Ontario," and then it would make sense. But not South Detroit. There is no South Detroit.
And then Mark would say, "Oh, Windsor. Oh, I know there. I've been to a club there once."
Yeah.
Okay, Jen. So you're number 2. Jen.
Number 2, Jen.
My number 2 is Queen. I'm sorry, Cheap Trick, live at Budokan.
Whew, boy, because you already missed. See, now you knew that Miss Hopkins did not. If you had said number Queen, you would not be allowed to say your number 1. And that would have been an executive decision by the Dean of the College of Knowledge.
That's right.
Addie, what's your number 2?
Already been discussed, but Rush, All the World's Stage.
All right.
All righty. Good day, eh?
Oh, let me write this
Awesome.
down. Rush, All the Worlds. And you know what I liked about All the World's Stage is, they didn't do a full extension of 2112, but they had a lot of 2112 on there. Mm-hmm. With like their later ones, they just played like Temple of Syrinx, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The main one.
Oh yeah, but like on All the World's Stage, they did a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So Mark, you're number 2.
My number 2. You're asking me.
Yes.
David Bowie did a live album back in
1973.
And I think it was 73, and he did it at the Philadelphia Tower.
Yes.
And recorded it.
Yes.
And it turned out to be an iconic, for me, album. David live at the Philadelphia Tower.
Yes.
The blues piano, the guitar, lead solos, and the saxophone all intertwining with each other, mingling with each other musically, just made for one phenomenal album.
Yes, that one is so good, and I know that I had that too at one time. At least I know where Get Your Yayas went. That one, I got no idea of why I don't have that.
You can't find your David live at the Philadelphia Tower? Well,
no.
You know what? It's all over YouTube.
No, I know. Okay. Oh, see, but something like that, I would either have to buy a physical copy of an album or a CD. See, but like my unit that I play records on, I can record the records onto a CD.
Right. You can burn CDs from your albums.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's
Okay. And so my number 2, and now these number 2, they're probably not the most popular ones, but they're ones that mean a lot to me because I remember playing these constantly. And both of them I have actually even played within the last 3 weeks. This is my number 2. Ian Hunter live.
Oh, wow.
And you know who Ian Hunter is? He was with a band called Mata Hoople. And some of the
all the young
songs
dudes.
right, and here's some of the songs he does. FBI, Once Bitten, Twice Shy, All the Way to Memphis, Just Another Night, Cleveland Rocks. That's where the Drew Carey Show got that song from, Cleveland Rocks. He does Standing in the Light, Rock and Roll Queen, the old song by Leslie Weston Mountain, All the Young Dudes. It's just because I grew up pretty much listening to this, and I saw this in like the used record store that I always go to coming home from the cancer center, and I wasn't even looking for it because I said, "Oh, I'll find it. I'll just buy it on like CD at Amazon." And because it's a used album, it's not like one of these brand new ones that's like $30.
Right.
It was like $4. I said, oh, sold.
Wow.
Does it have some good album art in it, or is it more of the basic over there?
Yes. Oh, let's open up the gatefold. It's got pictures of the band. It's got Ian Hunter, Mark Ronson.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember because Mark Ronson also played with Ian Hunter in Mata Hoople.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another band that they were right on the cusp of, I think, becoming famous,
Mm-hmm.
but they never did.
Missed it by a lot much.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And so who said that, Chris? Oh, no, the guy from Get Smart, Don Adams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maxwell Smart.
Yes.
Missed it by that much.
Okay, so we are at the final,
Yes.
the finality of the official College of Knowledge live album show.
Oh, I
And
know.
we are starting off with Chris with his final number 1.
And I'm surprised nobody brought this one up, both for the quality of the music and the cultural impact. Woodstock, music from the original soundtrack. It's a monster. I mean, what can we say that we haven't said about this album?
I didn't even think about that. That did not even cross my mind.
Hendrix playing, Star Spangled Banner, Sly and the Family Stone, Jefferson Airplane, Carlos Santana playing Soul Sacrifice, Joe Cocker. This album, and the movie.
Not even crossed my mind.
The Woodstock generation. It's just, I don't think there is a more impactful live album on Western culture.
And like some of us, we've talked about this before.
What the fuck is on his nose?
What? Oh,
Penis nose? What is that?
I never saw that.
It's a little problem I'm having lately.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Pinocchio. Okay, no, see, but I consider myself so lucky to have grown up and being like 8, 9 years old, and 8, 9 years old, and actually listening to that and seeing that album and having that album. Whereas, like most people my age, they've only heard about it after the fact.
Right.
They never actually held it. and listen to it playing like I did. Yeah, Rita, that's terrible. So Miss Hopkins, number 1, and I think Addie, you mentioned this one because Addie liked this one. It was Nirvana, the MTV Unplugged in New York. Yes.
Yep.
And because that's when he did that classic Man Who Sold the World. And I actually, because I actually did buy that just for that one song. But there's other good songs on there too. There really is. There really is. And so Virginia says Crosby, Stills, Nash and Way. Mark, there you go. 4-Way Streets. That was Mark Kropka's number 12.
Great album.
There, Miss Virginia Woolf. Miss Virginia Woolf.
So, Jen, what was your number 1 album?
My number 1 is Fela Ransom Kuti with Ginger Baker.
What?
Which one?
Ginger Baker.
That was actually my album number 15. Fela.
What is it called? What is it called? I've never even heard of it.
The album itself is called Live, but Fela Kuti is a Nigerian artist. Was a Nigerian artist.
I'm actually putting Live Ginger Baker. No, because I know who Ginger Baker is. So
no, it's Fela. He only did 2 songs. It's Fela Ransom Kuti.
I'm not spelling that.
Fela, F-E-L-A. There was a huge play about it too.
Fela Kuti was recently nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too, so he's definitely worth a listen. Was an interesting backstory too. Ginger Baker traveled to Africa with Fela in a Land Rover over the Sahara Desert, and he wanted to learn about African rhythms, and he created the first 16-track recording studio in Lagos, Nigeria. The album's just amazing, just great grooves, great drum solos. Tony Allen was Fela's drummer, and Ginger and Tony do a duet, and just it's a monster. It's a great
also
album.
Pardon me. It's also on the album Rolling Stones list, greatest 50 albums of all time.
Wow. Okay. See, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is the kind of information that you will only receive at one place on the internet, is the College of Knowledge Top Rock.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, Miss Addie.
Virginia Woolf, he's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. No, trust me. And I will be the first to admit, if I have never heard of somebody, like I said, music is the only thing that I really don't. I don't want to say the word lie because that's wrong.
Mm-hmm. I'll say this. My dad was in hospice and dying, and we had tickets to the show. And he got up and he said, I don't want to go. I'm like, you need to go. This is important for you to hear. And he was a jazz drummer.
Oh, really?
So, but, you know, he had liver failure, kidney failure, heart failure at this point. And he got himself together. We dragged him. He huffed, he puffed the whole way with God knows how much fluid on his body. And he left that show. He was so light on his feet. I mean, if he had the energy to dance, he would have. He loved it. It really lifted his spirits.
And
that was the last show he ever saw.
And that's why we all know, and everybody on the panel and everybody in the stream who's still left knows that music can be extremely therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Extremely therapeutic. So,
yeah.
Oh, Virginia Woolf's heard of Fela as well.
Yes, I saw that. Very good. Okay, Addie, your final number 1, dear. And make it a good one. Okay, don't make it suck.
No pressure.
Queen.
Yeah.
Addie?
Okay.
Did we lose Addie?
still there in the stream, but I don't know. Maybe she
could have gone to the potty or taken a break real quick.
We'll see if she. We'll give her a chance to come back here. Maybe we. Or Mark, are you ready for your number one?
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Wait. Hold on. And just before we do that, I want to make Miss Hopkins a moderator, and Miss Virginia Woolf a moderator, and I'm gonna accidentally delete Jen again.
Block me, baby.
Yeah, block me, baby. Block me slowly.
Oh no, Addie lost her mic. Oh no.
Well, Addie, can you type in what your number one album is?
Oh no.
Yes, Rita, music heals the soul. And Rita, I know you're a moderator on my channel. I know you are. Yeah. Oh, yes, I knew you were.
Addie, Neil Young and Crazy Horse, Arc Weld.
Well, see, actually, and that's good because Weld is fantastic because Weld is like a double album. And then he released a third album called Arc. And Arc is an album of feedback. It is literally a 60 minutes album of just guitar feedback. That's what Arc is. And why Neil Young needed to release that, but they were all released at the same time. So he probably had some kind of contractual obligation that he had to release another album.
Mm-hmm.
So here, and you bitches want something? Here you go. Oh my God. Oh my God. But Weld is by far one of my favorite ones. And you know what's good? I love, and you know that you guys know that one of my favorite Neil Young songs is The Needle and the Damage Done.
Mm-hmm.
And when they Crazy Horse does their electric version of it, it's still short, but it's just so much more powerful. Neil Young, Weld and Arc. Very good call, Addie, because I think that I had mentioned earlier that I did put Neil Young on there. Good call. Mark, your number one, your final one, Mr. Mark Kropka, would be. We lost him too, so.
He's trying to find his nose.
Oh.
I got my nose. So
his nose must be running.
Here we go.
Is it okay? Well, it is running down the hall.
You catch me making this reference to this band and to this album video series quite often because I was so impressed by it. It's the band, Robbie Robertson and the band, and The Last Waltz is the title.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
That was my number 16. It's a great. How Scorsese documents the farewell appearance of the band, and Bob Dylan, Eric Clapton, Neil Diamond, Joni Mitchell. I mean, they all made guest appearances on that.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Oh yeah, it goes on and on.
And that was one of the few rockumentary kind of movies like that I've seen that I actually liked, because most of them I think are just like self-indulgent crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can be.
Yeah, it was one of the greatest documentary concert films ever made.
Right.
The only serious detractor was Levon Helm. He was angry that Robbie Robertson had kind of hogged the limelight in that, and so that created some animosity between Vaughn and Robbie, and they were never quite the same after that. But
Yeah.
And so Chris, did Robbie Robertson or Levon Helm did music after the band, but did Robbie Robertson ever do anything?
Oh yeah, he toured as the band and as himself, and
Mm-hmm.
he made money. He did well.
Yeah, because after that, I never heard of anything. Because after that, that's when Dylan went solo. That's when he started doing, he started doing like Slow Train Running and Infidels and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So the final album for the live episode of the College of Knowledge by the Dean of the College, Bimbo Barbarella, is this. And a lot of people might not like this as a number one, but again, it goes to where I was when this came out. I played this repeatedly because it's one of these things that every single song I think is good.
ELP.
Is this their best live album? No. However, it's my favorite just because of these songs. It's got the introduction fanfare. It's got the Peter Gunn theme, which is so fantastic. Which Keith Emerson's guitar playing and Greg Lake and then the beautiful song Tiger in a Spotlight. That's a pretty hard rocking song for ELP. And then it's got C'est La Vie and The Enemy God. It's got Knife Edge. And then on the other side, if you want to hear, like the Greg Lake side, it's the Piano Concerto No. 1. And then it ends with Pictures at an Exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
And, because at the time I knew the ELP category so well, I was glad to hear some different things, because I had heard enough of Carnival 9. I'd heard enough of my favorite ELP, Tarkus, which that was on our ELP show. So, so that is the final pick of the evening, and this was recorded where, Jen? I think Madison Square Garden, wasn't it, or Shea Stadium? No, it's certainly not Madison Square Garden. I think it was Shea Stadium or Yankee Stadium, someplace like that. No, Mark, you should know this. It was recorded at Olympic Stadium in Montreal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a great
also.
There's great video of ELP playing fanfare in the Montreal Stadium, and it was super cold that day.
Yes, I've seen that video.
I've
seen that video. I've seen that video. Yeah, because they're doing like a demo or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not demo, but they're like practicing.
Right.
Yes, I've seen that, boy, and I'm saying, holy crap!
They just look like miserably cold.
Because that's got to be hard to play freaking guitar and keyboard and drums in freaking parkas.
Right, and you can't really play those instruments without your gloves. I guess you can play drums while wearing gloves, okay, but not keyboards, not guitar. So your fingers are just going to freeze in that cold weather.
So Virginia Woolf said, when Clapton's guitar strap broke up, Robbie Robertson covered the lead. It was a quick, funny moment in Last Waltz.
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
True.
I never noticed that.
Well, also, there was a scene where Neil Young came out, and he literally had a smudge of cocaine under his nose, and they covered that up in post-production.
I didn't know that.
So,
I can't
yeah,
imagine that. I can't imagine. And and speaking of Neil Young, and we got to wrap this show up a little bit soon, but I just watched it a couple of weeks ago. It was a funny episode, and it only took place like 3 years ago. Neil Young was in New York City, and he was at a used record store, and they were selling a bootleg of his. And he said, yeah, this is a bootleg of my album, and I want the bootleg. And the guy says, oh, no, you're going to have to pay for it, sir. And so and it's funny because you can listen to him say, and do you not know who I am? I'm the guy on the frickin' album. And this is a illegal copy of one of my live performances. You can't sell this. And he says, well, I can't make that decision. And so Neil Young saying, like, what? Just because like this poor young guy was just like so clueless on like who Neil Young was. I mean, because if I worked in a record store right now and I saw Neil Young come in and he wanted something, I'd give it to him, and I'd do one of these like things from like Wayne's World. Oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
He's a real character. Yeah, he likes to drive around a hearse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, and I think he was married to Daryl Hannah.
I don't know.
I think that was a was. I don't know. I don't know
that's another Wikipedia moment there.
Well, that's why we have the historian, and for her last bit of trivia fact, Miss Hopkins. Oh yeah, okay. No, so she saw it. It was an unlicensed copy of Neil Young's music. Was being strict with the other guy. Yeah, okay, because he was giving him some shit, Miss Virginia, and you saw that he was giving him some shit. And so then the guy had to call the owner. He had to call the owner of the store. I mean, if I was the owner of the store and I knew who Neil Young was, I said, yeah, okay, I'll be down in a second. And I'll say,
yeah, he is still married to Daryl Hannah, apparently.
Yeah.
He was married to Susan Acevedo, then had Carrie Snodgrass as a partner. Then
wasn't she an actress? Oh, okay. Wasn't Carrie Snodgrass an actress?
Yeah, she was in Diary of a Mad Housewife.
Oh. Well, that could be anybody.
Well, she was, she's already passed. She was in Easy Rider, Rabbit Run, The Fury, The Attic, Trick or Treats, A Night in Heaven, Murphy's Law.
So, all right, guys. What?
Well, Rita asks, what are we doing for our upcoming show? What's our topic?
I didn't do my number one.
Oh, I thought you did.
Yeah.
You did your, oh shoot.
Did I? Or did we skip you?
I don't think I've checked you off here, but I guess maybe you did your, but now I can't remember what it was. It was not a Bowie album. It was a,
No, we are correct.
Oh yeah, we did.
No. Okay. Yes. The Last Waltz.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got in a long divergence about the Last Waltz.
Yeah, how could I forget that?
It takes all of us to keep our
So let me see. Okay, because well, we can't do one the weekend of like middle of June, can we? No, because you guys won't be around.
Right.
To do a show.
Mm-hmm. Want to do one on the 25th? What do you think? Or
25th.
That's 3 weeks from now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a little hiatus.
June
25th.
So, Mark, did you ever find out if your buddy was able to get video up of your gig?
I'll find out on Monday night.
Oh, good.
Okay,
I'll check
great.
it out.
There's somebody taping us, so it's there somewhere. I'll find out if they put anything up on YouTube. And
Okay.
Well, I hope so, Mark, because if they do, make sure that you share the link so we can all see it.
Oh yeah.
So what topic do you want to, Miss Hopkins or Virginia? You guys make the call. What do you want us to do a show on in 3 weeks?
Sort of
Or
classic
Miss
rock
Rita?
era artists.
Okay. So Rita, Virginia, or Miss Hopkins? What is? And there are certain bands that are taboo, and you should know what they are by now. Also, I'm not a big fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers either, so don't say them.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll make you buy lunch one day. If
I like
hear that
Floyd.
come out again. Huh?
I like Flea. He's an awesome bassist.
Oh, he is very good. Yeah. And that's why I say I will never ever say that a musician is bad. I just don't like their style of music.
Actually, and I misspoke. The Doors also had a live album called Absolutely Live. They did so many live albums.
Well, the Doors would be a band worth exploring. I don't think we've covered them yet.
Yeah.
Okay, we still do have this tournament of 32 terrible songs that I did make back in April that we haven't done yet.
Oh,
Okay,
so do you want to do bad songs?
Well, they wanted to do love songs, is what they've asked us.
Okay. Here's some other songs that we've had. Let me see. What did I? Have we done Bowie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we did Doors.
I think so. We did.
Yes, we did Doors. Yes, we did Doors.
Oh. Yeah, Addie, I like Alan Lomax's albums too. I like the recordings he did at Parchment Farm are haunting. They're just begging for a remix by a modern artist. But Alan Lomax was a music historian who recorded all kinds of.
Okay. No, Chris, we'll figure. Okay, well, finish what you're saying because I'll read what Virginia Woolf said here.
Okay.
No, Chris, so finish what you were saying.
Well, just, Addie had mentioned Alan Lomax, and he was a famous music historian and recorded blues and black artists in the 40s and 50s and just left an interesting musical legacy. So,
see, and Miss Virginia, my only thing with that is that I know because I follow the trends is that I seem to get a lot more viewers when we do shows on bands that people know. Even though I would love to do something like that, a lot of people, they probably wouldn't turn into that because, most people have the attention span, of a
Matt.
Well, I was going to say bed bug, but yeah, it's the same thing. Let me see. You know what band we haven't covered? How about this? How about this? Our 12 favorite songs, and I'm just thinking about this because I was playing this today. Our 12 favorite songs by Aerosmith.
All right. I'm down.
Yeah, we can do that.
I like
I like
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
And we should get a lot of ratings for that. And what do you think about that, Miss Hopkins and Virginia Woolf? No, okay, no, Miss Hopkins. Because musicals I could do too, and like music scores I could do, like Rocky Horror Picture Show and Hedwig and the Angry Inch, but yeah, okay, so how does everybody feel about Aerosmith? Hopkins, does that sound
How about you,
good?
Mark?
I'm fine with them.
And
Okay.
how many songs?
Say 12.
That's about
songs.
all that I can tolerate.
All right.
Yeah.
Aerosmith. Now you write this down. Aerosmith 12. For what day?
June 25th, 3 weeks from today.
Okay. Oh, okay, yes. Oh, yes. I know that Hot Mess Missy loves musicals. Yeah, because we talked about that for a while on one of her shows. Okay, cool. Addie, so you have an assignment, and you should be able to complete it within, 3 weeks. And anybody else want to come up, feel free. Feel free. The more the merrier. Let me see. Just one. Okay, what Aerosmith song am I going to ban?
Living in an elevator.
No, that's pretty horrible. But
You're my angel.
oh yeah,
That's the song I'm going to ban from my list. Oh God.
Oh, trust me, that would not even touch my list.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, and I'll tell you what my number one Aerosmith song is going to be right now, and see if you guys can remember it. It's called "My Fist, Your Face."
Wow.
And I think it's from Permanent Vacation.
Mm-hmm.
My Fist, Your Face.
Oh,
Yeah, when did we see them? We saw them with Kiss.
Yeah, they opened for Kiss.
Yeah, and crazy Steven Tyler got on a rope ladder. It was one of those like runway stages, so you had the two wings in the middle runway.
Right.
And he got on the ladder on one side, and he swung to the middle catwalk, and then he did a backflip. And I was just in awe because he was in his 60s then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's gone back to rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because didn't he buy the rehab center and he's like the only one there?
I have no idea.
Okay, because my friend Suzanne was saying that. Yeah. Oh, my friend Suzanne, and you guys will probably meet her one day, but yeah, I think she told me that Steven Tyler went back to rehab and he bought the rehab center, so he's the only one there.
Wow. That's good.
I wonder if Black Sabbath has a live album. Oh, does Black Sabbath have a live album? I don't know.
They must. Come on. They just have to look up their discography.
Black Sabbath Live, Live Evil, Live at Last, and Live in Paris.
Okay, because
that
that's
was actually
probably
a film. Live in Paris was a film.
Okay, good, because that's probably that's probably Ronnie James Dio kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Later period.
Yeah. Oh, which I actually think that some of the Dio albums by Sabbath are some of the best.
They have their moments.
When it comes to like good rock and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because after Ozzy left, they kind of changed their style. So
they were much more professional, I think, much more they're cohesive musically, but at the risk of sort of sanding off some of the rough edges. Either when you
Okay.
fall in love with a band at a certain point of their development, it's very hard to move to a different lead singer or a different guitarist. It's
Mm-hmm.
you have to really kind of do some mental
That
gymnastics.
that could be a good show for a future topic. Is bands that changed singers.
Oh yeah, because there's so many examples. You got AC/DC.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which bands did it the best? Which bands did it the worst?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Live at Last from Black Sabbath was some quarters. It say it was a illegal, unofficial bootleg live, but the album, however, was released legally by the band's former manager, and these were all pre Ronnie James Dio. It was Ozzy, Tommy, and Yomi, Bill
Oh,
Ward, and Geezer
yeah.
Butler.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for coming, Rita.
yeah, good to see you, Rita.
Van Halen, no, Addie, no Van Halen. I can't do Van Halen. I can only list like 4 Van Halen songs I like.
I like the early stuff.
And
Not
that's
much of
about, and I liked. Wait, I can list about 8 because I think I actually like Van Hagar more than I like Van Halen.
Oof. No, I
Not me.
definitely like the original incarnation of the band.
Yeah.
Although some of Sammy's solo stuff's great. I mean,
Yeah.
the
I think
you ever
David
listen to
Lee
the-
Roth was a great frontman.
Oh yeah, he was the archetype of the frontman
Yeah.
of an '80s band.
Okay, because remember what Sammy Hagar's first band was? Oh, was Montrose.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was that? There's there's the movie Heavy Metal, animated film, and Sammy Hagar did recorded a song called Heavy Metal for that
Heavy metal.
album.
Yes.
And that album has great sound, rock and roll soundtracks.
Okay. Yes.
That would be a good show topic.
Yes, I'm gonna have to write that one down. Yes. Okay, guys, but I'm gonna go over and I like Fair Warning. I have 2, and it's albums. I've got 2 Van Halens. One is whichever one has the song "I'll wait till the dawn forever. I'll wait till the end of time." Whatever album that's on.
Mhm.
I'll wait.
Okay, yeah, now it's remembering. It's a later album.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it could be Fair Warning. Because I'm trying to look
Diver
for an
Down.
album.
It's not.
No. Okay, no, because Diver Down is crap. And Van Halen was known for making like 28, 29-minute albums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when some of those songs are songs like Eruption, in You Really Got Me, I mean, you can get away with that.
Well,
Eddie's talent on the guitar.
Well, and You Really Got Me was from the Kinks anyway. And that would be a good band to cover, but not a lot of people know about the Kinks, and some of their stuff you can't even get in the United States. So that would be hard to do, because I could do a Kinks show, but I would be the only kinky one in the room. So
Yeah. Great British band, though.
Oh, yeah.
A band focused on life in Britain, which is rare because most of British bands, they focused on life in America,
Right. So
making it in America. So.
Oh, yes, he does, Miss Hopkins. It's called, and it's like Cabo Wabo, I think.
That sounds right.
I think he might have sold it, like Virginia says. I think he might have sold it, but it was so popular that if he sold it, he made a mint on that. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up.
Sounds good.
We are going on
3
quite
hours.
a long time.
2 hours and 49 minutes.
Wow. Okay,
Nice.
guys. So thank you everybody for coming on, and like I always say, thank you very much for watching my stream. I'm sure there's other things you could be doing, like like painting a room or cutting your toenails or shellacking your cats. There's a lot of things that you could be doing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to put shellac my cats on the list tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, because if you shellac them, then you don't have to worry about them, running around the house.
Nice and shiny.
Hey, you know who Charlotte Unplugged is over at Rosie's channel?
What?
Charlotte Unplugged. Do you know her from Rosie O'Connell?
I've seen her. Yeah, I've seen her. Yeah.
She has a channel. She was playing with her cat was playing with a toy last night, and as soon as she took the phone out to videotape him, he quit playing, just like a kid. And then, but his tail was like, he wanted that toy so badly, and he would look like he would pounced on it, was going to, and he turned around and he charged her, like, quit filming me, like taking all the fun out of it.
Who knows what goes on in their furry little
It was a
brains?
crazy cat moment.
Okay, because you've seen Misfits on here all the time, and Misfits, she kind of, she's kind of hammy. She'll walk up here and she'll walk right in front and
Get some attention.
Yeah.
I mean, because I was able to make that video of myself, and then use that thing. Oh, that Pansy sent me from Australia. If I can do that, I can make a video of like Misfit talking.
There you go.
And I can do
Your chin go up and down like a Monty Python animation.
Yeah, yeah, right, yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. It's got to be better than It's got to be better than South Park, though. But okay, guys. All right, so I will talk to you guys one day this week and let you know what's going on, and we'll talk about the upcoming weeks, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, everybody. And like I said, I appreciate every single person that ever watches my channel. I really respect you. I really do. So thank you very much.
Alrighty.
And I'm sure that the whole College of Knowledge thanks you for coming up.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks,
Good seeing you, Mark.
Maddie.
Let us know when you get that video.
It was Jennifer.
Yeah, for sure, Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks.
All right. Bye.
All right.
Thanks,
See you later. Bye-bye.